Faulk. Faulk, you mean? Nah, not gonna better do that, buddy.
Body.
Premier.
USC Trojans.
Episode 1. Tune in time.
Body.
For whatever it means, we should be chipping. Oh, I say we chipping. Chipping. Hey, I say we chipping. We chipping. Really, bitch. Fuck you mean podcast, nigga. Episode 1, the premiere. Let's go.
Fuck you mean podcast, nigga.
So I'm gonna make sure we can see that shit. Hey. Go. Oh, go. Go, Buffs. When you come in, man, hit that like button, show some love. I know it don't take much to just hit the like button and shit. You know, if you're watching, the shit gives us credits and points for us so-called YouTubers if you're watching the show. But if you do tune in, man, and you are tuned in, man, hit that like button. And if you are from Homecomings League, hit the comments and let us know what team you got and represent and how you feel about the league. Make sure you comment and enjoying the show that we about to bring to you. And we get into it, as always, right now, man. We are in week 7, but before we go anywhere, you know, we start to get to that midway point at week 9 and 10. All the awards and stuff start popping up. Week 10, week 9, we get to the point where if you ain't playing CPU, you taking the forced loss if it's a ranked game, if you're a ranked team. So play your games, right? All them freebies is out the way. Out the way, yo. Tupac and them out the shop.
Hoosiers.
You know one of our situations, Hoosiers aren't ranked yet.
That nigga was ranked 210 in the country. Jesus
Shit, torture.
Christ.
They playing with my Hoosier boys right now. Cinetti and them brought them back. Coach Tymon and Coach Cinetti as the GM brought them back. And they not showing them no respect right now. What the fuck? Fuck, before we get into the 5-star flex, I'm starting to see a lot of Carolina blue on this bitch right now. What's going on? And North Carolina
should be ranked by now. Nifty Lions.
Welcome back, Jay.
You got me right. Shout out to them. Shout out to Coach and Hit.
Y'all fired y'all recruiting coordinator and went and got a new guy. And it's starting to show dividends right now, man. It's a blue wave going on with the blue chips. They all like the color blue. Blue Crip, blue chip, blue North Carolina Tar Heel. You know how I do, boy.
We knew at the Instagram 5-star.
You know, if only you gonna know this reference, but if you from Uncle Paulie Block, you're a blue nigga. Now, fuck going on. Anyway, I like that. I like the color blue. Blue chips, 5 stars are in the building. This is the 5-star flex. Listen, man, fuck you mean podcast, episode 1. I'm the co-host, but I'm talking a lot right now because this is my segment, the 5-star flex segment. But this is Coach Faulky's podcast, and we on it, and we're gonna talk our shit, and we're gonna follow his blueprint through this whole show. And hopefully y'all feedback on it and let us know how y'all feel about the show, man. Fuck y'all mean podcast, man. ESPN just gave us a Stephen A deal, and we ready to run with that bitch. You know what I'm talking about?
Bringing that shit to your asses, Paul.
No Diddy. No diddy, nigga, no diddy. But the 5-star flex, man, you know what we do. We talk about the 5 stars that are either verbally committed or in battles with guys, and we're gonna go down through the first 32 and just a little brief conversation about them. And if you in the world of reality TV show and Homecoming, and we're gonna talk about these kids as if they really in high school doing some things. So the number one player in this cycle in the 2032 season is this 33. This 33, ain't it? Year
33.
33.
Yep, 33.
2033 cycle right now. We have a linebacker. He's a Sam, signal caller, 6'5", 211 pounds, from Oak Park, Michigan, for Brady Colombo. Brady Colombo. All right.
6'5".
6'5". He
Right.
got good size, but and I know coming off the edge, you either got them 3-4 guys or them guys, right? And my question would be, you know, being the number one player in the country in this cycle, does the 211 pounds scare you?
It does from a standpoint of, you know, teams down, they're going to identify that. And it could be 3rd and 10, 3rd and 15. They will run an inside zone or trap at your ass.
Right at your ass.
211 is a little 12. He's going to be stand in the ground or stand up in. So we're definitely going to have to get the 230. But I think he might be a red shirt. To be
That's
honest, that 211 not. That's like a receiving tight end, a pass catching receiver. Like that's yeah.
And can you see, all right, think about it like this. We know Alabama is known as linebacker U. Wisconsin, West Virginia are in the top three. Look like he about to close out Boise State and Nebraska in this battle. Alabama has the heads up right now. And we know what they do with middle linebackers, right? They definitely do a good job with middle linebackers. So is this a guy that might, to get on the field early? Do you see him getting moved to the mic? I still think that 211 is scary, Faulk.
That 211 right now, he's a weak side linebacker, 4-3. He can't play edge on 4 base. I wouldn't even put him in nickel at rush in, man. That 211, man. That's light, man. You got receivers out there bigger than that. From a weight perspective. And he might be strong as an ox. I mean, he's the number one player in the country from Michigan. Michigan is a good football state. So he's doing something right. But the 211, he got to at least get to 25 by the end of fall camp.
Now he does a really good job in pass coverage, but I didn't think at his high school in Oaks Park they played him at any safety at all. They usually got him playing Mike or outside, and he does a lot of coming off the edge. He got a lot of sacks over his 3 years as a starter for that high school. So I just think the weight will be put on now. If he get on campus in January, then you got all spring and then fall camp to put the weight on, right? And if you get to the program like at Alabama, I think they could put 15 to 20 on him. They get that freshman 15 anyway. So in my opinion, I do think that if he's about 225, then we're talking about a different animal. But that's the number one player in the country right now, and Alabama now. You think West Virginia and Wisconsin have a chance in this battle, or you think it's an Alabama win no matter what?
Nah, they both computer teams. Alabama, they're all the way. He's going to sign within the next.
Yeah, I see Alabama closing the deal and Coach Rand doing what he do. Go get them 5 stars. All right, number 2 on this list, we got a quarterback in the Celeste Ha. Pocket passer at 6'4", 223. This cycle has a lot of pocket passing quarterbacks that are 5 stars or in the top bracket of the quarterbacks, right? You're starting to see pocket passers starting to stand still. But here's my thing, though. Clemson has been really doing really good at the quarterback position. They bring in 5-star after 5-star after 5-star. They're starting to look like the Clemson of Dabo Sweeney's Clemson with Coach Moody over there doing what he do right now, right? How you like this pickup for them, right? They stay bringing in one of the top quarterbacks, right? And here's another one. And they usually bring in 2 or 3 in the same cycle, every cycle.
I think from from the standpoint of top 5-star process, the buzz, the fly around that is a good pickup for the program. But I think scheme wise, pocket passer and Clemson that don't go together. That's not their style. They need guys that can get on the edge, guys that can scramble and run QB design runs. This guy just looks like, he look like baby Dan Marino. He's slinging that thing. So unless Clemson is trying to overhaul that way, I just don't see how this guy gets on the field over a 3-star that can move around and throw from a pocket as well.
Man, your player comp hitting right on a button. Dan Marino, like he has no speed at all. Like he's not like now. With that being said, he does do a lot of things when it comes down to making things happen. He do play off schedule a lot, and he knows how to evade sacks. He's really good with pocket presence, but he ain't gonna better do your powers or your trap from the quarterback position. He's not gonna better get things done like that. So
that's a big part of Clemson game.
Yeah, man, I want to see like.
I think this just looks good for the scouting record, for the scouting, prestige.
Like, is this a pickup for Clemson just because it's the number one quarterback in the cycle, or is this because this is not a scheme fit here, right? From Hoover, Alabama, they went and got the number one quarterback in this cycle. Do you think I'm trying to picture Coach Moody and his staff thought process with this, because we always see either a dual threat or a backfield creator.
I think it's to what I alluded to earlier, the hoopla. You're getting the first quarterback in the class, second best player in the country.
Man,
that's people won't want to come play with that. People say, hold on, wait, I want to go to Clemson too. So I think it's that move. I think it's not necessarily on the field. I think it's for the stuff off the field, the stuff that comes with this quarterback, the hoopla. They are comparing him to the next damn. You know what I mean?
And we
That's
know
what they're saying.
We know Clemson has been a dual threat quarterback and a really good running back room. And the one thing they wanted to get better at, and Coach Moody talked about this, was getting those top receivers to come in. This verbal commit does that for sure.
But this guy, though, he's so touted. Clemson's going to have to figure out, because I can see him transferring after year one if he get on the field.
Yeah,
he get some action. You know what I mean?
But my question is, how do you keep him when you still got, you had two 5-stars that are now redshirt sophomores in the program, and then you brought in freshmen from last cycle, a couple of quarterbacks that were top dogs. Like, they're loaded in the quarterback room. So, this kid, I mean, obviously, being a number 2 player in this cycle, you would think that will have some validity in him being able to at least fight for starting position. But how, is he one and done in Clemson? Like, do you see the signs pointing to of a guy saying, you know what, this ain't the style that style of offense I play for, and I'm not on the field? Or do you think this is a turnover situation where he will wait redshirt and wait for them to get those type of receivers in to turn into that type of football, passing the ball all over the park?
I think Clemson has in their bet. Those 2 redshirt sophomores may leave, they transfer, whatever. And Clemson is like, hey, look, we keep getting guys. If they're a top 5 quarterback, they come to Clemson. And I think that they want to be able to promote for the next guy. But it's possible it could backfire because people could see, hold on, I'm going here, but I'm not getting on the field.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not playing, or this is not the scheme. They haven't changed the scheme. And this could be a sign. We could be wrong in speculation. Clemson is looking to throw the ball more.
Man, I mean, I'm kind of like mixed reviews on this, right? Like, I like the pickup, and this is a great pickup for their program. But again, I'm big on getting players to come in and run your schemes, right? I think that takes you past the level you're trying to get to, right? Like if you're a playoff team and you try and get to a championship, the guys that come in and understand your scheme will help you get there faster than guys where you gotta constantly keep switching your scheme up because of the type of talent you bringing in. So I'm a little confused here on this one, but I understand it, right? Like it goes right down the line of what they've been doing over the last 3 to 4 seasons, which is bringing top quarterbacks every cycle, no matter what.
And the
He
rankings for
transferring to
best class come
USC.
out before cut day or transfer day. So Clemson could be playing that game just to get a top five class. Um, go from there.
And I can understand that too, but then again, it still won't make sense to me because it's like you got a guy that can go pretty much anywhere in the country and be a starter on a lot of programs. Like there's a lot of coaches out there would love to have the number two player in the cycle and the number one quarterback in this cycle who is 6'4", 223. Like he's physically ready to play right now. Well, we're going to see, though, man, the number two player. All right, so then we look down at the number three player, and we're looking at strong safety from out of Arlington, Texas, 6'2", 192-pound hybrid, Josh Paquetti. Goes to Colorado, man. Seems like Deion's starting to get that DBU stamp back up again, right? They got a bunch of 5 stars in that secondary right now. Two young ones in Fontenette and Boo Carter are in the building right now. But I like this pickup. I think he's good enough to play, like right away. Faulk. Deion play as freshman. They're good enough to play. They're gonna play right now. And the kid got the speed. And being a hybrid, like 6'2", 192 pounds, being able to play in that nickel, right? We like our hybrid safeties to better play nickel corner and one of the two safeties, free safety or strong. And I think that he'll get on the field fast, playing in the hybrid role. Being at the nickel position, but do you think that would be a switch that he'll be willing to do as a permanent thing, or do you think that he's coming in to play strong safety for the Colorado Buffaloes?
I think this type of guy can play both, but I think given that he's 6'2", and not like 215, 210, but he got size on him, I still think he plays the free, but he could be a hybrid.
Yeah, I was thinking more free safety or nickel corner because of the speed he's coming in with. They beat out Oklahoma, Texas Tech, and Arizona State. For the most part, they were trying to stay on that side of the map, right? Two Texas teams, Colorado playing Texas a whole lot, along with Oklahoma and Arizona State. So they're looking for big time programs. It's good to see Texas Tech was in the mix right now. You start to see that billionaire starting to put their name in the hat for a lot of these fucking recruits, man. After one season with that coach, we'll see how things go forward. The number 4 player in the nation is Aries Jones, right? He's an athlete, agile, 6'4", 304 pounds, out of Fort Myers, Florida. He plays both ways, no Diddy, for Fort Myers, and he's a D tackle and a guard. Clemson is leading the way right now, but Alabama and Florida State are in the mix when it comes down to his top 3 right now. You see two Florida teams on here; they all in the mix. Even Tennessee still in this mix right now. You getting a guy that's when I say agile footwork, Faulk, you know a lot about this. When you get a lineman offensively that really technically sound, what type of lineman are you getting?
Beat and movement, technically sound. It goes so when it's running right, and a player has it, it's going so smooth on the offensive lineman. They're able to hook block. They're able to cut block. They're able to position themselves to get in the defender and the offensive player, running back, receiver, quarterback. So that's very important. So one could argue is equally as important as strength.
Mm-hmm.
Like somebody could be strong as shit and can't block, and then somebody could be less strong and moving. They technically sound. They getting under them pads. They controlling person. So yeah, I mean it's real big.
I like the fact that this kid hasn't really signed yet, and look at the programs he's looking to play for. I think this is a big decision for this kid, right? Even though Clemson is leading the way right now, and this is the Clemson leading the way because of the number 2 player in the nation, right? You go get a quarterback. Guys want to play with those guys, right? And I think that's the sell right now for Clemson. Alabama, you get an agile guy like that runs, that right, likes to move around, pull and all that, and they got that turbo offense over there. They can line up and hit you with I form and running the ball on powers and stuff right down your throat. He'll fit perfectly in that system, being an athlete, right, like that. So I like it. And then you look at Florida, and then Florida State and Tennessee, who's looking more as a defensive player for him, right? Going back to your high school days, you played both offense and defense, man. What you getting with a guy that is versatile, that can pretty much be a D1 player on both sides of the ball like this?
This type of player is a generational talent. Play both ways.
Mm-hmm.
6'4", 300 pounds. I mean, this might be one of the steals of this class.
And I would not be surprised if we looking at him as a guard right now, but he ended up being a D tackle for one of these programs going forward.
Alabama and Clemson about to battle this out. Florida State, you might just drop out, man. Let them go at it.
And the problem with the Florida State program is they in this battle because of what they did last season, right? But they had a really tough schedule this season. They kind of started off shitty with the tough schedule they had. And I think that's what's going to hurt them in this battle. And you already see Florida and Tennessee under the line right now. So it is a Clemson-Alabama battle here. I do agree with it. And we'll see where Aries Jones decides to take his talent at, though. But I agree with you. Like, he's number 4 in the country, and we might be looking at the number 1 player in this class for real.
Right.
All right, number 5, Raymond Dove, 6'1", 296 pass rusher from Fayetteville, Arkansas. North Carolina brings in one first 5-star under your regime from out of high school. Not only did you bring in the first 5-star, you had a guy that didn't even want to go and visit nowhere else. He instant committed to you. And then y'all bringing him in this year. Talk to me about this kid and why, y'all went after him so hard, no Diddy, the way y'all did. And y'all put a lot from NIL and into to recruiting this kid. Y'all put a lot into him. Y'all kind of made him feel like he was the king of the class. And tell me why Raymond Dove got that type of
Well, 2 fronts. One, from a football perspective, he's a power rusher, gap defender, meaning he could play 2 gaps and hold his block up and take on the double team and linebacker. So that's one. He's always near the ball. We watch film on this guy over 2 hours and all over the field. Like, he gets to the ball. His pursuit angle is, for a guy that size, ridiculous. And personal side, wanted a big splash. Mike Jordan called us up and said, "How much is it gonna cost for y'all to start getting 5-star?" We told him, and since that day, we ain't never looked back.
It matters, man. Bringing 5-stars in your program is like you've been a 4-star guy, bringing in a lot of top 4-star talent, but it's a different caliber of player when you get the top guys, especially a top 10 guy like this. And the fact that y'all got a guy that can play all over the D-line, right? Like, he's not a guy that just, heads up over the center. Like, he can go 3 technique, he can go outside, play on the defensive end. And we see him do that throughout high school. Y'all been to 5 of his high school games this year. And he's actually playing in the state championship if they win their next 3 games. And you on record saying if you get to that championship game, your whole staff would be there right now. How important is it getting to these kids' high schools and popping up and showing up to their games and showing that y'all are committed to the player? Dion don't go to high schools, but Coach Faulk does.
Yeah, right. We tear that shit up. Tear it up.
Number 6, we're looking at another pocket passer, Faulk, Sterling Spalding. He got a football name. Buffalo, New York. Ohio State, Georgia Tech, Nebraska were in the top 3 right now, are fighting for him. Ohio State has a slight lead over Georgia Tech right now, although Georgia Tech just changed coaches. They fired their coach, brought in a new coach. Will this kid still give Georgia Tech the same view that he was giving them with the old staff not being there anymore? Or do you think Ohio State wins this outright?
I think Ohio State wins it outright. Um, I think they win it outright. Who knows what they're sitting on over there? We know got some extra things for their receivers, but now it's the quarterbacks, and they haven't made it in the last few years, so they need to address that.
And I think that's the perfect conversation. That's how I know you're paying attention to the league, bro. Like Ohio State hasn't had that big name quarterback
Ohio
that gave us
State, another one who don't
that
know what to do
conversation
with a
where
pocket
like
passer lol.
one of the best quarterbacks in the country. We haven't had that in a couple seasons for Ohio State, and I think that's part of the reason why they haven't took that next step. But bringing in Spalding, the number 6 player in the country, number 2 at quarterback, can do that for you, right? Get them receivers back in the building and get guys that want to come play. I think Ohio State wins this, and I think he's a program changer. We shall see what happens going forward. The number 7 player in this cycle is a wide receiver, 6'2" speedster, 170 pounds out of San Jose, California. He is the cousin of Colorado's wide receiver they got out of the portal from San Jose State. And I think that's the reason why he signed with him, right? Sanalu Tatiela is now a Colorado Buffalo, bro. And Speedster, he's a 96 speed guy, Faulk. 96 speed, 94 sail type guy. Bunnies, and he's, special catch. He got it all right now. But when you get a guy, speedsters, you get the takeoff type guys coming in the building right now. And it changes your offense because you can vertically stretch people down the field. And since Brendan Marion, the offensive coordinator, has joined Colorado's staff, these are the type of receivers looking for big play, over the top, go get it guys that can run by your defense right now. What are they getting with this kid right here? What type of receiver you think he is, Faulk?
That boy, I think he got a little Ernest Brown in it.
Campbell, you mean? Ernest Campbell?
Brown, I'm sorry. I said Brown. You got a receiver Brown right now, right?
I got a receiver, Danny Scudero. I think you're thinking about DeAndre Moore right now. That's who you're thinking about.
My apologies to the 2-time Heisman winner, Campbell. But yeah, he got that in him. Look at him. And he's 6'2".
Mm-hmm. And he's flying, bro. And Danny Scudero, this is his little cousin. And I think that's the reason why he came to Colorado to play with his cousin. And that receiver room is they doing their thing, right? Colorado, since 2027, has brought in 1 to 2 5-stars from the receiver position every year, Fall. They send in guys in the first round, second round every year. And they just had a guy win the Heisman back-to-back years over there right now. And I think that's the attraction for top receivers right now. And they got a couple of them. They did lose one out. We'll talk about him in a second. They did lose one to Oklahoma in the battle. And they are in another battle with Oklahoma as well. But number 7 player, I mean, for a receiver to be number 7, to me, I don't think people understand how significant this is, right? You're looking at a Jeremiah Smith, right? When you got a receiver that's we know it's 5-star receivers out there in every cycle, but when they're this high up, 7th on the board, they're a top 10 player in this year's cycle, I don't think people realize what you're really getting with this type of signing. Again, speed kills, right? You get these 5-stars, 88 speed. No, he's coming in 96, 94. Like, this guy flies. So we're going to see. Take the top off, like, 23 touchdowns as a senior, as a receiver, going crazy. And out of them 23 touchdowns, he's averaging 30 yards a catch. So that tells you how much he stretched the field in high school right now. Can he get in the go-go offense and get behind defenses? That's going to be the question. And me personally, I think that's the reason why he is a Colorado Buffalo. All right, the number 8 player in this cycle is David Davenport. Power rusher, 6'5", 232 pounds, from Moultrie, Georgia. You got Auburn, Clemson, Georgia, and Tennessee. So you know he's down south, and the pipeline's down there, and it looks like SEC, ACC is the battle right here. Fuck, you got into this battle very late, but if you can bring in the number 1 D tackle and the number 1 edge in this cycle, what is that telling us that Belichick is trying to do over there defensively right now? Because it seems like y'all are attacking the defensive side of the ball heavy right now. So talk to me a little bit about the recruitment of David Davenport and why having Rowe Dove sign with you is the reason why Davenport is showing a lot of interest in y'all right now. Y'all in a 2-man battle with Auburn right now.
Starting with that question, right?
Uh huh.
The first part of it. Davenport, we thought we couldn't get him, right? We thought we couldn't get him. And after we got some advice from you, about just how that looks, the top 8 versus the top 5, etc. We got back in the race. Then when the visits opened up, just said, "Hey, fuck it, shoot for the stars." And now, he got a visit coming up with Auburn, but we in the running, and that's all you can ask for, just to be in the running. Little old North Carolina, we shouldn't be on this with Auburn and Clemson and Georgia and Tennessee. Little North Carolina, and now we possibly get the number 1 defensive end in the country.
Bill Belichick called him Lawrence Teller. That's the playing card he called him. That's the player prop he gave him. That's the comp he gave him. And Bill Belichick coached Lawrence Teller
Yeah.
for the New York Giants right now. So for that man to give him that type of title tells you everything you need to know. And I think that's the reason why y'all jump back in this race. And I think he's starting to be sold a little bit, David Davenport, on playing at North Carolina, the likes of Julius Peppers and Lawrence Teller to be a great like that, right? And you get a top 8 rusher. This guy has 62 sacks, but he's been starting since his freshman year, right? He's on 22 sacks right now as a senior. I think anybody that get this kid is getting a guy that comes and see the field day one. Like, right, if North Carolina sign him, he plays like a true freshman.
He's playing day one. Day one, he's playing without a doubt.
All right, player 9. This is another Marquis Fisker. We're gonna call him Fisker. 6'5", 203 pounds, contested specialist, right? His highlight is on ESPN.
Baby Moss.
Exactly. And not just the guy that go up and get the 50-50s. He's the guy that will blow the top off your defense as well. And this was a battle with Auburn, Georgia Tech, and Tennessee. And you were able to pull this in right out of Savannah, Georgia right now. You went and got the number 1 player in the number 2 player in the state of Georgia, I'm sorry, but the number 9 player nationally, number 2 receiver in this cycle. 6'5", 23 pounds. And this kid can get to that. My question is this, y'all. In 2027, y'all brought in the number 1 receiver. He was around this size, and then all of a sudden, he put 25 pounds on and was playing tight end for y'all. I think he's more of a Randy Moss type. I don't see that happening with him, though, but you do know once you get in the weight room program and that freshman 15 come on, and we're looking at another 220-pound guy. Then you win a Heisman with a receiver that size. Like, when you get those type of guys, Marcus Money, year 1, you had the receiver, Lee Cock, right? When you start getting those type of receivers, man, in the building, tell me why they're special, right? Like, and then I'll talk a little bit more about Marquis, but tell me why they're special to get those type of guys that size. And then
their catch radius is so large because they're 6'4", 6'5",
This on
6'6".
best recruiting year.
And then they're, the way they can out jump you, run past you, box you out physically. In a game where it's a lot of zone being played or man, you're going to win that against, 9 times out of 10 a 5'11" DB, a 6-foot DB. Guys like this are jumping out the gym. He has a 42-inch vertical leap at 6'5".
At 6'5". He's a basketball
catch
guy
radius,
as well.
guys like that, the Lee Cocks, the Moneys, the Wyatts. Well, how tall was Wyatt? Wyatt 6'4", 6'5"?
That's his player comp. Wyatt 6'5". That was his player comp. Joel Wyatt.
Wyatt. It's hard. It's hard to what you gonna do?
Faulk. Y'all haven't had a guy go no Diddy play both sports since Julius Peppers. You did have the May brothers. One of them played basketball, but they all played basketball in high school, but none of them came to college to do both. This kid's an all-state basketball player, average of 25 a game right now, and he's a shooting guard. The question is he playing both sports with Michael Jordan as y'all guy right now?
We're letting him play both. Travis Hunter did it. He played both ways. It's a little different, but we let him do both. Dion, all these other guys, like guys could do it. If anybody could do it, he could do it.
Do you
Six
think that's
five.
Do you think that's why he left his state of Georgia and came to North Carolina, because he can play one at one of the best basketball programs in the country, but be able to play both sports? Because they said in Auburn they wasn't looking at him as to play both sports; they wanted him dedicated to football and football only. And Georgia was iffy with between letting him play both sports, but you guys embraced it, and he signed on the dotted line. Well, he's going to sign on the dotted line. He's verbally committed to y'all right now, with no chances of flipping. So how much did that play a role in him coming to North Carolina?
Yeah, it was big. After talking with his parents, great family, um, it was important to him. First love is basketball, but he's just so dominant at football. He had such a uh, great relationship with his dad, who played football at the collegiate level.
Hmm.
Something he wanted to do, and said, "Hey, why not?"
And the fact that you got him away from Georgia Tech, and his dad played at Georgia Tech with one of the best receivers to ever step foot in the NFL, and Calvin Johnson, tells you a lot about
Yeah,
the recruitment of this kid.
his dad was doing a lot of time. Only one to get passes was Calvin, but he was on the team.
Hmm. He's a blocker like a motherfucker, no stats.
Yeah, no stats.
Looking at the number 3 quarterback in this cycle, his name is Zach Jordan, another pocket passer, left-hand quarterback from California. I thought I would see USC in this battle right here, but as you can see, Stanford, LSU, and Oregon are in the top 3 right now, where Arizona State took their scholarship offer away with Utah as well. Can LSU catch Stanford in this battle right here? LSU, their quarterback is on his senior year right now. Now, Tony Banks, right? Tony Banks Jr., the Michigan State and Baltimore Raven quarterback. But Zach Jordan is a guy that he's thrown for 4,500 this year, 42 touchdowns. But he's also a guy that can move. He can run. He got 10 rushing touchdowns, 600 yards on the ground, and his senior year right now at Cerritos, California. But does he leave the state of California and go to LSU, or do he stay on the West Coast with Stanford and Oregon?
I, I think he go with Baton Rouge. I think the way LA playing right now, number 3 country, they don't let him leave. They don't let him leave when he visits. They don't let him leave. So I think Stanford has all the that's home. His home base is right around the corner, Coast California. But I think Baton Rouge, because the way they're winning and what they can offer, I think he
Stanford got money, but they don't got LSU money.
what's up? What's up?
And SEC players, that's the play. Like if I'm a quarterback that's a pocket passer, you get 2 or 3 seasons of good football out there, and you on your way to the NFL for sure. So I like it. Now we're looking at the number 11 player, number 2 wide receiver, number 3 wide receiver in this year's class. He beat out Notre Dame, Georgia, Nebraska, and TCU for Marcus Ruggins, right? Number 11 nationally ranked, but he's from Oklahoma, right? So you get a kid to stay home, number 1 in the state. This is what you want to do as a recruiter, man. You from Oklahoma, you got to keep your guys home right now. And they got the number 1 player in the state to stay home. 6'5", 205-pound physical route runner at receiver to go play at Oklahoma. And we know all their receivers is physically built like that, right? Like, so this is a guy that'll come fit right in, get a little stronger in the weight room, but he's already physically ready to play for one of those 2 young quarterbacks that they're playing right now for the first time. They got 2 5-stars that redshirted as freshmen, and now they're playing as sophomores right now. And they still really don't know who's the starter yet. They playing both of them, but I think Marcus Ruggins saw the writing on the wall and figured, why not go play for the national champions and stay home in my state and get it done for the Oklahoma Sooners. I like this pickup, Faulk. I do think, he got good speed. He's a 4-4 guy. And the fact that they got to keep him home as a physical, not just physical route runner, right? So he get in and out of his breaks good, and he could do a lot of things really well. And I think I don't know if he comes in and play right away. Although I think he's talented enough to play right away for Oklahoma, but they got a deep roster, and he's going to have to fight his way onto the field. He will be there in January, though, so he'll get spring ball with the football team. That's going to help him out going forward, so I like it. Physical route runner, 6'5", 205 out of Choctaw, Oklahoma stays home with the Oklahoma Sooners. Coach Adrian Peterson gets him a stay homer. They also got the number 12 player in this country, and he's a 5-star plus, right? We're looking at a guy that might be the number 1 player in this class. 6'6", 211-pound, agile from Millville,
Fuck you,
Tennessee.
Max.
Number 1 player in the state of Tennessee, number 1 at the position at right tackle, and nationally ranked number 12 with the green gem. So we know a 5-star plus right here. Colorado was in this battle, got locked out. North Carolina had to win. And a fucking, what's that shit called?
Fuck you, Oregon.
Yep. Oregon lost you this battle. Simple as that, by not finishing the game. And
Yo, can we talk on something real quick? And I'm not gonna get into particulars.
Fuck you mean? This is the Fuck You Mean episode. Fuck You Mean podcast episode
Can we
1.
talk about this real? Man, I don't want to stay on this. I really don't. I want to point. But fellas, if y'all in the game and you losing, man, you gotta ask your opponent, can you concede? You don't know what I got going on, what I'm trying to do stat wise, and I get it. The game over is out of reach. But you owe it a courtesy, man. You just can't just say, yo, I'm done, or you got it. Nah, give your opponent the chance to be like, all right, cool. You know what? Nah, bro, we just gonna close the app and put myself on auto. Like, that's so, as a competitor, for you to play a game and put your all into it and you win in the game, you might be wanting to put your backups in. Maybe I had to get a guy some playing time or he was going to transfer.
It ain't
you don't
even
know
that.
what somebody got going on, and just to quit, you
That's
know what I mean?
That's half of it.
Early fourth quarter, third quarter, that's just, come on, man.
That's half of it, bro. You in a recruiting battle right now, and you know your recruiting is going well.
I don't want to get into that, though. I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get too much.
But that lost you this player. Flat out lost you this player. This player was absolutely ready to sign with you, and not being able to do what you had to do is the reason why he signed with Oklahoma and not you. That sucks, bro. Like, I would have been very pissed. Like, for all that, you could have just let me play the computer, my boy. Like that's kind of fucked up. And now the best offensive lineman in this cycle goes to Oklahoma, and this is 2 cycles in a row that they got the top fucking tackles.
And not for nothing, if you looked at his bar, he was going to sign. I signed the other 2 5-stars that came in with him.
Yep.
He was going to sign.
Oh yeah, it was inches of influence, and you know the influence show you what is going. Like, that's how much the bar going to move every advance, and you had enough influence there for if you just finished out the game and did what you had to do again, then you I don't care if the week 5 visit was set with Oklahoma. He does not leave the state of North Carolina if that goes down that way. So that literally stops you from getting the best offensive lineman in this cycle. And it does matter, bro. Like, we're not talking about just a 5-star. We're talking about a 5-star gem, right? And again, now shout out to Oklahoma, because if you paid attention, they beat us out last season for 2 tackles, a left and a right tackle, that were 5-star pluses. And Oklahoma building something over there. But when you win national championship four times and played in 6 of them, 7 of them, it changes things, right? Like, your recruiting is at a level where guys are going to come just play for your program just because y'all winners. And they're starting to get the top type of talent in there that matches what they've been doing over the, course of this disc right now. Now they're starting to get the players to match it. Like, you can't argue with it no more. No commissioner tag. The players, you know what I'm saying? They coming in now. Like, and, this is a battle you don't want to lose, right? This is a battle that take your program to that next level by not losing it, right? And you lost this battle, right? Like, I knew I was getting out of it when you had the week 4 visit. You locked us out. We got off of it and went after the next tackle we could possibly go after, and that's that. But Alfonso Ebe is going to play day 1 for the Oklahoma Sooners. I don't care who's on the roster. He might not play right tackle. He might be at a guard. Who knows, right? But he's going to play. He's that good, right? This kid haven't given up a sack, been starting since his freshman year, and been being recruited by top programs since his 8th grade year. So this is a dog that you don't want to lose right now. This takes your recruiting to another level, even though you're having a great year of recruiting right now. So shout out to Max for being able to pull in a guy like that, Alfonso Ebe. Like, this is a guy that is a first-round NFL grade if his career goes the way that I think it's going to go. So shout out there. The number 13th player, will linebacker Marco Swain. 6'4", 217 pounds, another signal caller. But look, Faulk, this is the type of linebacker that getting back to that Sony Styles, that Reese, the guys that can do a little bit of everything, and you scheme your defense around these type of players. Ohio State needed this win in the worst way. He beat out Oklahoma, Clemson, Alabama, and Florida State for this player. And this kid's from Fort Myers. You know who else is from Fort Myers, right? He always screaming the best athletes
Prime
come out of Florida.
time.
Prime time Dion. Fort Myers, right? Ohio State goes and get them one right now, man. You get the number 2 linebacker in the cycle, the number 13 player overall, number 2 in the state of Florida. You got yourself a dog. This kid's fast. We're talking about 93, 94 speed. We're talking about 4.4 speed on an outside linebacker that is already 217 pounds. And in my opinion, at 6'4", 217, he get to about 223, 230. If he can get to about that, I think he's an all-pro player right away. And if I'm Ohio State, I'm building my defense around this signing. Would you? Am I wrong for saying that, or
Dude,
I'm building
I'm
my shit
building.
around him?
I'm building that. Yeah, for sure. Why? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what other do you got? Like, you got to build. You know what I mean?
Like you could do so much with that. Like you could do so much with that. Because look, Ohio State hasn't went anywhere, and when it comes down to recruiting, they haven't went anywhere, right? They still bringing they like baby DBU, they still bringing top DBs every year. But when you start bringing these type of guys in, right, they program changers. This guy is going to be a day oneer, and in my opinion, again, build around this guy, and if you do it the right way, and you build around this guy, by the time he's a junior, it's on and popping. Like, we looking at a guy that could take your defense to the next level. I think he's a first rounder for sure. Like, he's that good. So I like this pickup, big time. So shout out to Ohio State, the number 13th player in the nation, is verbally committed to the Ohio State Buckeyes. All right, we looking at the number 1 middle linebacker, the Mike Tyler Alvarado. Pano, you can say Piano, Texas, 6'2", 231 pounds. He already got the size right now. He's a thumper. And you know, Oklahoma, I'm not going to call them linebacker you, but they knock the ball out your hand. They make sure they not put helmets on you for sure, and they make sure you feel them. And this is a big pickup. Ohio State, LSU, South Carolina, and Notre Dame, they won that out to bring in a guy that's a pipeline 3-tier. But they bring in the number 1 linebacker in the cycle at 6'2", 231 pounds. Like, he can do a little bit of everything, cover it, but he's a real good run stopper. And I think that's what they need out there in Oklahoma. That's a good pickup for Oklahoma. The number 15 player is a running back, Ahmad Huff. North-South receiver, 6'1", 185, Oklahoma, Duke, Nebraska. Looks like Oklahoma about to close the deal here. And it's starting to look scary right now because you're starting to see the Oklahoma emblem all throughout these 5 stars right now. They're either in the battle or winning the battle right now. And I think Duke coming off a loss and Nebraska losing their coach, I don't see nobody out beating the Las Vegas, Nevada running back, the number 1 running back in this cycle, number 1 in the state of Nevada. He out there playing for what's that school out there that's really good? The high school. Fuck, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Gorman.
Yeah, Bishop Gorman. Interview. Damn, my son got interviewed post-match. They had a TV match tonight, and he won the 3rd round. And that win, he pinned the guy, and that pin just won him won the Collinswood the match.
Nice.
Good shit, man. He getting out of his bag now, man. Good clutch shit. That's what's up, son. Do your thing, baby. She coming home happy as fuck tonight. You already know what that means. Hey. All right, the number 16th player, Shane McCollum, another safety, cover specialist, though, 6'1", 194 pounds, out of Riverside, Missouri. All right, so look. Ohio State had to visit week 6. He just came off a visit with Ohio State, which dropped Colorado. After the visit with Ohio State, he got Ohio State as his number 1 program right now. Colorado is in the battle with Ohio State. It's only a 2-team battle right now. The line is cut. And he came to Colorado on week 5 against Texas A&M, and we had a really good game against them. But Shane McCollum, right, this will be a big win for either one of these programs right here. When you bring in the number 1 safety, number 1 free safety, right? Number 16 player, number 1 in the state of Missouri. But you're getting a guy like I want to say, most people see these white boys at safety and they think, Lynch and all that. But Faulk, I don't see him as that. You know who I see him as? Remember Eric Berry?
Yep, number 20, Kansas City Chiefs.
That's who I see him as. I see a guy that you can
Yes, sir.
line up and you can go cover zero and not have to take him off the field. He can play man. He does a really good job in man coverage. We seen him play corner in high school. We seen him play sub linebacker. We also seen him play both safeties. Right, he could play in the box and play the run really well. He also don't let nothing behind him at all. Right, like you throw that thing up and ain't no 50-50s. It's almost like it's his ball. He got that Travis Hunter type of ball. What's the word I'm looking for? The way he attacked the football. He did play a little bit of receiver in high school as well, but at all the cycles and all the camp circuits he went to, we all see him as a safety, right? This is a big time battle right here. I don't know who's gonna win it, but the visits are over right now. But then you still got Oklahoma still fighting. As you can see, they still got a scholarship offer on him. And does he get to the week 7 visit for Oklahoma? He might even be coming in week 7 for Oklahoma. We'll see. We can't see it no more because it's already a 2-man. Oh, they locked out. We straight. We ain't gotta worry about Oklahoma ass. Max. Birthday or not, kiss my ass.
Oklahoma got
Eh,
locked out. What?
eh, locked his ass
What?
out.
The great
Eh.
Oklahoma?
All right, USC said stop talking about top recruiting without mentioning us. They bring in a 5-star and Jared Paschal, the number 2 D tackles. Faulk, speed rusher, 6'5", 300 pounds. Like his speed rush moves are off the hook. It's something about a speed rush D tackle, right? Because you could play him on the edges and all that, but when he's in the middle like that and he's that quick off the ball, right? This guy's fast. We're talking about 4.5 speed, 4.6 speed. We'll know when he get to campus and when they time him what's his real true speed. But when you get a kid that size, you know he could put on 15 to 20 pounds if they want him to. But as a speed rushing D tackle, what is USC getting with the number 2 tackle in the cycle?
I mean, first I'm gonna point out before I get into the player. Just shout out USC. This
Shout
guy's
out
from
USC.
LA. This guy is from LA, number 17 player in the nation
Hmm.
from LA. And USC is in LA. And they're keeping their home guys. The Arizona States, the Oregons, the Colorados, the Texases, the Oklahoma. They can no longer come into your backyard and steal guys like this. Look at
Mm-mm.
Clemson, all the way across the East Coast, Notre Dame,
Hmm.
Arizona State, and South Carolina. I mean, USC was able to bring this home. So big shout out there. This player, his player comp, I would have to say not Aaron Donald. I would have to say like who's my guy from play for the Bengals. His sons go to
Colorado.
yeah, what's his name?
Oh,
Pecco.
Pecco. Yep.
I would say on the low end Pecco, and I would say on the high end, Baby Watt.
Man, that's what I was thinking. Watt, right at
On
D
the
tackle.
on the high end, he could be a JJ Watt. That's his ceiling. But even if he hit the low end, Pecco had a great career,
15
Pro
years.
Bowls. Yeah, so yeah, I think the ceiling is you know high for this guy, and I think USC hometown. You know what I mean? Watts,
From Los
the
Angeles,
Watts.
Cal, they took him right to stay right in your
Mhm.
backyard.
That's what's up.
They talking about whatever. NIL don't matter. Stay in your backyard. Falk. The next pocket passer is the number 4 quarterback in this cycle, Roy Speed. But the difference between Roy Speed is his last name matches who he is. From out of Lipper, Michigan. Alabama, Notre Dame, Ohio State got out of the battle. Arizona State got out of the battle. It was a 3-man battle between Colorado, Alabama, and Notre Dame. And he verbally committed to Colorado with Julian Lewis as a sophomore and 4 stars behind him as redshirt freshman. And he still betted on himself to go to Colorado. And for a pocket passer at 6'6", 202 pounds, this kid is already 88 speed, 89 excel type shit. With 96 throw power, right? Deep ball, 86 already. Like we're looking at a guy that is going to come into this league fast and can run Colorado's offense. He can play in a go-go. Most people think you need a running quarterback to run a go-go offense, but you don't. You need a guy that can facilitate and that can always make the pitcher right. And he does a really good job of that in high school right now. He hasn't lost a game, and he's been a starter since his freshman year. He has three championships out of Lake Pierre, Michigan. And he's beaten some great talent. Right, he played against your receiver. What's his name? Sadler, C.J. Sadler's little brother. Zay Sadler, yeah. I'm on the podcast chipping right now. I was making that for you. I'll still do it anyway. But yeah, so I think Michigan has good football players, right? And for us to go in there and get the number 2 player from the state of Michigan shows you the reach that Colorado has right now in the recruiting cycle, right? Like they can go pretty much all over the map from California back to the East Coast. And to bring in this kid with the throwing power he got, right? He got zip on the football. Like I want to say, hear me out. I would say high end Steve McNair, low end the kid that played at Texas that won the title. What's his name?
Vince Young.
Vince Young. When it comes down to that quarterback position, number 18 player in the country right now, and the number 19 player is Alan Brady. He's coming in. This kid coming in elite too. Just so you know, Roy Speed. He's already elite. So we getting an elite quarterback to come in that quarterback room as a freshman. And then Brady is a star. Alan Brady. Now he's a backfield creator, right? And he play exactly like that. I think more like Caleb Williams, where he's off script a lot. The one thing that when he came on when he comes on a visit, Brendan Marion is going to talk to him on a chalkboard and want to know, he got 3 films that he want to see, right? And on the 3 films that he gonna watch with him, everything he gonna talk about was great plays. Your highlights is your highlights, but Brendan Marion found low lights on that, right? You run around, you scramble, break a couple of tackles, and throw a 60-yard touchdown, but you missed 3 reads before you did all that. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So we're gonna test his mental and find out what type of guy he really is, and can he take that type of coaching. And if he can, and he decides that he do want to play at Colorado, right? We are battling Notre Dame and Tennessee in this battle right now. But if he does want to come to Colorado, he has to come there knowing that we already signed a quarterback in this cycle, and that he'll be coming in and compete with a big time quarterback room already, right? Because it's not telling that Julian will go to the league after this season. And he's in the Heisman conversation right now. This year, he's number 2 on the list when it comes down to Heisman votes right now. And then you got guys already on the team already that are 4 stars with star traits that are ready to go too. So, what would that say to you if they sign him, Alan Brady, after signing Roy Speed and knowing what they have in their room already? What does that say to you, Faulk, about a kid named like Alan Brady?
I think what it says is one, you believe in himself, but then 2, I think feels like if he can't come in game with the transfer get out, he can get the experience, the notoriety, even though, he's a 5-star, but from not like Illinois, not really known for football, right? You know what I mean? Like you'll get some dogs from
Some
Chicago.
offensive linemen, some
Yeah, you'll
here
get
and
some
there skill players.
and I think this may be a play to get some notoriety.
He coming to Indy,
Get on the
forget
well-off
about it.
media shows and then maybe go somewhere else. Or maybe, Julian transfers or guys leave early for pros and now
Mhm.
he's right there. So yeah, I think it's a good thing. He's still filling it out. I think personally Notre Dame it's Notre Dame's to lose,
Yep.
but the recruiter and head coach at Colorado is second to none, and they could go from 5th to 1st real fast with their tactics and their techniques. So
Notre Dame and
I
Colorado.
don't know. I think Brady might just see it's too much, but because he's entertaining Colorado, entertaining Colorado. I believe that's the reason why he's entertaining it. He wants to get some more notoriety. No other program would get notoriety in the culture in the sports world than Colorado. So
He went to Notre Dame on a visit week 5. He comes to Colorado next week, right? And if he makes it to that visit next week, then we're gonna have a different discussion. But Dion talked to him on the phone after they signed Roy Speed last advance. He told him, he said, listen, in the world of transferring, keep your relationships, right? Keep your relationship
yeah,
with the Tennessee coach, keep your relationship with us, keep your relationship with Notre Dame, right? And whoever you decide to commit to, just make sure you don't burn bridges with the other guys, right? Because there is a world where transfer portal is important, and if things don't go the way you want it at the program you decided on first, you always have an opportunity to go somewhere else and make it happen. So I do like the fact that he's still considering Colorado after they already just signed uh, a top quarterback in this cycle. So that just shows you a kid betting on himself in a sense, right? But Notre Dame is a hard spot too, right? Because Brady got to go sit behind a kid that went crazy last year, and Luke Cannon, who's only a sophomore right now. As a true freshman, he lit the world on fire at Notre Dame and really got everybody talking. Like, there's 2 quarterbacks that Notre Dame signed over the last couple of cycles that changed the narrative of the Carr situation, right? They couldn't find a quarterback to save their lives after the C.J. Carr situation didn't go right. uh, Started as a freshman, redshirted him, and then really never let him see the field again. And he transferred out, and it was hard to get quarterbacks in Notre Dame. They go into the Big 12, they go get a quarterback a couple cycles ago that he actually beat Colorado out for an elite quarterback that kind of helped turn their program around, right? And then Luke Cannon benefited from them getting in the conference for the first time now. Notre Dame is not an independent; they in the Big 12 now, and they're having super success. Made it to the playoffs last year. Actually took Colorado on the OT in the playoff game, right? Or they would have been. They went to the Big 12 championship last year as well. So this team is on the uprise, in my opinion, and I don't think that Notre Dame is out of this battle, although they already had the visit already, right? They're still in the mix to get this kid signed, and I think that Colorado signing Roy Speed might help that decision a little bit more. But right now, he has 2 weeks to make a decision, because if he get to that week 8 visit, then I think you can look at Colorado as a team that might can lock him in. You get them to Boulder, and it's hard for them to leave Boulder. So we'll see how this plays out over the next 2 advances. The number 20 player, Josh Small, Faulk. You went through a lot to get this player. Like, we're looking at a 96 speed running back, right? We're looking at a kid that's exactly that, right? And they keep calling him white chocolate, and they keep calling him Christian McCaffrey. Tell me why that's the right player comp for Josh Smalls out of St. Augustine, Florida.
where do I start with this guy? Started sophomore, just checking in with him, seeing what was up with him, and he always gave us love, man. He didn't just say, we was coming off a national championship. He didn't, dismiss us like, nah, y'all only, because we don't get 5 stars high school guys, right?
At all.
North Carolina, we don't. So he's like, nah, I'm a 5 star. You guys only get 4 stars. And I will say, family, great family, single parent home. Um, mom has 5 kids, very humble. He's the oldest.
And his dad is black,
Um,
and that's the torture
yeah,
part about him being a single
yeah.
family home.
We're not gonna get on this on the podcast about
Right.
that, but he's
Man,
just good background, and he always showed us love. And then
boy.
he said, "I give y'all a chance." And we're coming off a couple down years, and he was like, "Yo, I want to get back to." Y'all was talking to me as a sophomore. Y'all was coming off that national championship.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get back to that, and I want to help y'all. He was like, "Coach, I'm coming." We brought in 2 big hogs, big linemen for a 4, 5 star that same week, and he was just like, "Yeah, like I see y'all gonna be committed to me. I see what Natron Means has done, seeing what LaDainian Thomas the second is doing. I want to be the next guy." So, we're happy to have him. He's depending on what's happening, he's gonna see the field soon. I mean, he's already 96 speed. Um, Jesus Christ, he's gonna be a dog. He's gonna
And
be a
he
dog fish.
and he can catch the ball out the backfield really well. That's why they player comping him to Christian McCaffrey. But here's the thing: after a football game, once he signed on the dotted line. Well, he verbally committed to y'all. He was asked why North Carolina, right? And he was like, I think people get the perception wrong, where they look at North Carolina, I think, as a pass first offense, and it's something like it is, but they use their running backs way more than 80% at
Mm-hmm.
times, right? And people don't realize that, right? Because if you're involved in everything, whether it's blocking or going out for passes, but it's times where 30, 40 carries can happen when it comes down to the running game. And he's looking at what LaDainian Thomas in the second is doing right now, and you're looking at 4 back-to-back games over 200 yards for that guy. So they're giving him the football to their running backs. And when North Carolina is at their best is when their running game is working right now. So I do think that the perception of this is a pass first offense all the time is completely not shown in the right light, right? Like, I think when you guys have a back that y'all can go to and can get it done, then they get it done. And when you bring in a 5-star running back like this, it changes things right now, man. The player shell changes when you get these 5-stars in the building right now, and you guys are seeing a high rise of 5-stars coming in right now. Because we're looking at y'all. This is your 4th one right now, 3rd one. We done went through the board and looked
Yeah.
at so far, and they coming right now. No Diddy. So shout out to Josh Smalls, the 5'11", 199 East West playmaker. Number 21 receiver. Look, man, he's fast too, right? 90 speed, 90 excel from out of Chicago, Illinois. What's going on in
Woo!
Chicago this year, bro? 6 foot, 179 speedster. Oklahoma beat Colorado out in this matchup, right? It was a Colorado Oklahoma matchup. We got him in on. He still, even though he committed week 5 after he left the visit with Oklahoma, we thought we could flip him. He left the visit and he's still satisfied with where he's going. And they're getting a good one here, right? They're getting a guy that can really catch the football. And I know that his label is a speedster, but he's a route runner for sure, right? Like, he's really good at running routes. He's good at special catching. And I think he saw the path, better path at Oklahoma, right? Colorado wide receiver room, whether it's through high school or the portal, is very deep, right? They got a whole lot of receivers that are going to see the field, or they're going to go to the NFL. So the pipeline's there, but he chose Oklahoma. Faulk. What do you think it was? Do you think it was the visit that got him to go to Oklahoma, or the
I,
championship pedigree?
I think it's both, man. I think when you have the success that Oklahoma has had, is having, they, they they have so much NIL revenue from merchandise and just
Hmm.
whatever, right? That they're bringing 8 players on visits.
And don't even care if it's two. They'll bring in 2 receivers in
Yeah,
the same visit
I don't care.
at
So
all.
you doing disrespectful shit like that, and the rest of the the
The
country
country
can't do it.
can't do that shit at
Yeah,
all.
can't do it. It's tough, and guys want to win. Guys want to be on the big stage. Guys want to promote their brand. Guys want to be remembered. So a team that's already won 4, why you won't think they won't win 5 or 6? So you want to be a part of that, and I think that's what did it.
Yeah, I think it was a championship pedigree, right? Colorado's been to 3 titles, lost all 3 of them. Uh, Oklahoma's played in 7 of them and won 4 out of 7.
Yeah.
Changes things, right? Changes things. That Notre Dame emblem has been all over the place. Al Sheriff, the running back out of Trenton, New Jersey. Did you just throw up? Oh, babe. Oh, shit. All right, when I get off this podcast, I got you. Figure out something. From out of New Jersey, man. Notre Dame can go all over the map right now, man. My cousin went to Notre Dame from out of New Jersey. So Trenton, New Jersey, one of the best players in the state of New Jersey. He's actually the number 1 player in the state of New Jersey. 22 nationally, running back. Notre Dame does a good job in their backfield as well. They've always had good running backs. And when they get guys, you know what they did with the kid in year 1, right? When they get those
Love,
type of
right?
guys, what they did with Love, right? When they get those type of guys, it can change their program right now. And they got a Northwest receiver, a guy that's going to catch the ball out of the backfield for sure. He had 1,000 yards his junior year as a receiver coming out of the backfield. He kind of played more slot than he did running back. and he moved to running back to running back again his senior year. He played running back as a freshman and sophomore, went to the slot his junior year, and then came back to running back. 800 yards as a receiver, 16 touchdowns as a receiver, playing running back, and then he also went over 2,000 yards as a rusher in the state of New Jersey. With a state title, and he's fighting to play for another state title this year. Shout out to Notre Dame. They beat out NC State, Nebraska, Virginia Tech, and you. You look like you got out of this battle though. Like I don't think you even jumped into this
Yeah,
battle.
we I'm not gonna lie, got out of this once we got our guy.
Mm-hmm.
Once we got our guy, we wanted him to know we're committed to him, and we weren't just trying to bring in guys just to bring him in. He's our guy. But Al Sharif is one of the better players in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Being the number one player in Jersey is no joke. That's saying something. Jersey breed dogs
Mm-hmm.
for the size of it. We're not a Texas or Florida or Georgia,
Davenport coming to
but in the
Auburn.
top 8 football states in the country. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like Jersey breed dogs. And it's known. We're known for football and producing talent.
And when most people think we're basketball state, we really do be having football guys.
We're a football state. If you really look at the numbers, for our size, some years we might have more than a Michigan,
Mm-hmm.
more prospects than a Michigan, or a Tennessee, or not the Louisiana, obviously the Georgia, Floridas. Those are, but when you get to like what's the top 10, like the bottom of the top 10,
Mm-hmm.
Jersey right there, and we small as shit. So shout out to him, Trenton, teeth down in the building. Shout out to Notre Dame.
He's a straight immigrant. And the next player is an immigrant too, Arwaldo Machado, 6'1", 298-pound speed rusher from Addison, Texas. Colorado will win the battle when it comes down to D ends and D tackles, right? Over the last 4 seasons, Colorado's had the number 1 sack leader in the country over the last 4 seasons. I think this is a sign because of that, right? You bring in a guy that knows that the D tackle, especially a speed rushing D tackle. We got a guy right now leading our team in sacks, second on the team in sacks at D tackle on Tyler Moore. Our D tackles get to the quarterback until we get to them user games, but the nets, no quarterback action whatsoever. 6'1", 298. We do think he'll put weight on. We do know we can move him around the D line, but pickup for Colorado. I think this is a good pickup, number 3 in the state of Texas, 23 overall. Shout out to the D-line coach for Colorado. And we're looking at, and our D-line coach just got hired to the Pittsburgh Steelers. So Pecco, his boys are still there, but they, it's a little shaky right now. I don't know if they, one's a senior, he's going to be a first-round pick. But the younger brother, we'll see how that goes. Athlete, 6'3", 301 pounds. Before I talk about the Colonial Heights, Virginia player, Faulk, is he a defensive player or offensive player when he gets to North Carolina? JT Sabri.
He is an offensive player, man. He's gonna be a center for us, man.
Oh, not guard. He's going to play center for y'all.
Play center. Yeah. Go with our 5-star guard brought in. Go with our 4-star tackle. We gonna have those guys just grow together with our running back. Yeah, he's gonna play center for us.
It was strategy in the way y'all recruiting. Y'all looking at to bring in a couple of defensive players, but offensively was the attack this year. Y'all got a top receiver, top running back, and a top lineman in this cycle right now. What was it like when y'all did y'all board and was going after what y'all need? How much did looking at the roster as a whole play into the players you're going after? Because a lot of guys that just go after 5 stars because they 5 stars, but you did strategically go after the players you went after. You went after your needs. And tell me why that was important before we go to number 25.
Building a roster has to build your roster. You got to build your bench. You got to build your roster. You got to build your bench. So when guys graduate or leave early or transfer, you're there. And what we wanted to do is bring guys in together. So it's that camaraderie, it's that bond, and then now they're less likely to transfer. When you just bring in anybody, there ain't no bond, there ain't no relationship, there ain't no team building, and guys just leave. It's transactional. We want to build the family atmosphere. We have built the family atmosphere at North Carolina, and we continue to do that. You got some guys that don't even have too deep at positions. Go look around the roster.
I seen it.
That's
You know, I
that's
seen it.
unacceptable. For you
I,
not to at least have two deep means you're not really paying attention and projecting out and forecasting um, to build your team and build your bench. So, that's what we do in North Carolina and been successful. We may have not won more championships, but we're in the mix, and that's all that matters.
and you can look at yourself and call yourself a championship winning coach. Sam Wong, this is a wide receiver, contested specialist, 6'5", 192. Look, look at the battle. Washington, Texas Tech, Oregon. He's from out of Las Vegas, Nevada. I think Texas Tech gotta win this battle. Like, there's no way you let the computer Washington win this battle. Oregon jumped out of it. You see, Oregon don't got an offer anymore. They jumped out of it. So it was really a two-man battle between another guy that can go get the football downfield. So let's see how Texas Tech move in this situation. Do he lose out to his old school, or do he win it being at Texas Tech right now? That's going to be funny as hell if he don't win this battle to a team that he was coaching just 2 seasons ago. The number 6 quarterback in this class, backfield creator, fast quarterback, 2 out of Detroit, Michigan. It seems like the East Coast balling with players right now. Henry Sandridge. Look, you can argue that they got their next quarterback to play behind Tony Banks, but they also are going after a quarterback that's a pocket passer that's way up the board, and he in the top 10. And they already brought a guy in that's still in the battle for that other quarterback. They're in the same situation as Colorado right now, battling for top tier 5-star quarterbacks. I think what Tony Banks has done for the LSU program is the reason why you're seeing quarterbacks of this caliber looking at LSU right now. So shout out to Albert and what he's doing right now. Oklahoma goes and gets the number 1 corner. We had to come all the way down to the 27th player in the nation to find out the number 1 corner in this cycle, and that's Dorian Maloney out of Franklin, Michigan. It seems like the East Coast balling with players this year. 6'2", 193 boundary corner, verbally commits to Ohio State. He stays on that side of the map, and he beat out LSU, USC, Notre Dame, and Arizona State, where LSU the only ones really kept a scholarship on the kid. Here it goes, Faulk. This is what I'm saying. Now, Todd Sharp is a 5-star, and he signs with Clemson. So they get the number 1 quarterback in the cycle and the number 7 quarterback in the cycle. 6'2", 192-pound backfield creator. Because of their play style and what they do scheme-wise, he looks like he'll see the field before the Dan Marino prototype. And
Yeah,
and he's from Rome, Georgia, right? Like, that's a good high school, a good area where Georgia players play at. But, like, I asked that question again, like, is it strategy on how they bringing in quarterbacks or bringing in players, or this is just I'm going after 5-stars that's interested in me, or I'm just going to go get 5-stars?
I'm just going. I think I'm just going to get guys.
Yeah. All right, the number 29 player on a Mike Jones, Mike John, 6'1", 189, another speedster out of Stillwell, Kansas, and we're looking at Oklahoma, Notre Dame still in the battle, Tennessee still in the battle, but it looks like it's a two-man battle between Oklahoma and Colorado. And I do think that we have. I don't think he came on visit yet, and he's on his. I think he is on visit right now uh, during Oklahoma's bye week. So this is going to be a big, interesting battle. This is another speed guy, right? Really good speed, 93, 94 when he running. So we'll see how it go. I just think the go offense and what Brendan Marion does offensively is attracting receivers the way they are, because they went crazy in the portal and brought in a lot of receivers, and then they bringing in a lot of high school guys that's 5-stars. So that's what's up. All right, and then you go get your guard to block for your 5-star running back, Matthew Tolson. So you got a
See how we
center
put it
and
together?
a guard. Yes, sir. The strategy is there, but this has everything to do with the offensive coordinator, DOC, who's the head coach of this football program, is putting that offense back together to keep it in play going forward in the future right now. And it's looking good right now. Greenswood, South Carolina, y'all go right in the Clemson territory, and look who you beat out for him. Clemson, Tennessee. 6'4", 289 pounds. Your offensive line coach told him when he committed, and we got the video of it telling him, we need you to be get you to about 315, 320. Do you think he can get that to that size before fall camp is over, or do you think this is a red shirt and maybe get to it next season?
Uh, yeah.
Hello.
I mean, we'll see. The 289. You got to put some weight on, but you're not a 5-star for But we'll see. We'll see what he gets. He's on the fringe.
Number one guard in the cycle. All right, and people be sleeping on Auburn. Lewis Hendricks, safety, bro. I mean, you just don't find 6'3", 6'4" type of safeties running around right now. They go get them a box specialist. This guy knock your fucking head off. He a box specialist at free safety.
Champion.
I think he'll end up playing strong safety for this football team. He came out of Jacksonville, Florida. So you're not looking at just a linebacker prototype guy. You're looking at a guy that's 6'3", 188 pounds that can go sideline to sideline, and he about 94 speed, 94 excel. This kid's fast. Beat out Georgia, North Carolina. You was in this battle. Looked like you jumped out of it along
No,
with
we was in
Miami.
it. We stayed in it. I think we might have actually we stayed in it, and I think he had a visit, or we had a visit after him. I think we had a visit this week or week 8, and got it week 6, and he brought it home like he's supposed to.
Like you're supposed
Open
to.
snapping.
And listen, motherfucking Auburn, their record this year and what they do on the teams they playing this year is a result of what they done over the last 3 cycles. They've been top recruiting, and people keep sleeping on how I keep talking about they've been in the top 5 to 10 every year. They bringing guys in, man, and once those guys start to develop, you start to get the program you're looking for, right? And I think that's why Auburn is comfortable right now. Remember, when they went, they were the number 2 team in the nation. They went to the playoffs that year. And then after that, they lost 2 quarterbacks to the portal and one to graduation or the draft. And then they were fighting to figure out who's the next guy. They got the quarterback in house right now, and now they're building their team around it. And for them to bring in Lewis Hendricks, that matters to me, right? Because I do think that 6'3", I think he's actually 6'4", and he only 17. Like, he actually is leaving high school a year early, you're reclassified. So I don't think he's done growing. We might see another 6'5" safety in the building and Auburn. So we'll see how that plays out. And then the last 32, Bryce Romer, Nebraska, Penn State is the only ones battling from. Arizona State got out of it. He's from Parma, New Jersey, 6'1", 26-pound backfield creator. So another guy. I do think Nebraska is, I don't know, they lost their coach, so we'll see how much interest he still has in Nebraska. But if Penn State win this battle, that's a big win for Penn State, especially since their quarterback went to the NFL last year. They could get a guy like this in the building that changes things right now. That's our 5-star flex. Appreciate y'all for tuning into that. Now, Coach Faulky, Fuck You Mean podcast.
Fuck you mean?
Last shit we
Fuck
going to
you
talk about.
mean?
I go to the coach stats, right? That's where I'm going at, Coach
Yes,
stats.
sir. You want coach stats, man?
Let's get
And
to it right now.
this segment is a fuck you mean.
Fuck You Mean,
Um,
Fuck You Mean
we
podcast.
we've been in this league about 8 years now,
This season 9.
and season 9, and we done talked about the Heisman's, the champions, Doak Walker Award.
Who's really the best coach in this bitch?
Yeah. But we don't talk about the coaches enough, the users, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what I wanted to do was I wanted just to dive into the numbers, man. Dive into the who's been doing what as a coach.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck the players. Fuck the production. What have you been doing as a fucking user and a coach? And where did your record, wins, losses, winning season, playoff records, national championship, conference championship, where does that stack up? And this segment is Fuck You Mean.
Fuck
And we
You
want to
Mean.
get to it with the coaches. So let's get to it, coach. Can you scroll over to CAR, please? And
CAR?
auto, yeah, CAR.
All
And
right.
auto it, please.
Got you. Give me 2 seconds. On our way to the Fuck You Mean segment. Fuck You Mean. CAR, right?
CAR. And
Let's do
auto it, please.
Auto square. Let's go. One more
Now,
time. That way
this
or
is your
this way or that way? This way, right
no
here.
that way. There we go. There
All
we
right.
go.
These the
Now
real life coaches.
this is your career record. Your record, right? What you doing? So, and can you scroll down? Some of these coaches came with the game. Can you scroll down to B Murray, please?
All the way down to B Murray.
Can you scroll down to B Murray? Now,
117.
would you look at that record?
117 wins.
And 11 losses.
It's crazy work, bro. And only 11,
It's 11
losses
losses.
as a head coach at Arizona State, though. That's the other part to it.
Look at Oklahoma Sooner Boomers. That's what he called himself.
Boomer,
Oklahoma
Boomer
Sooner
Sooners.
Boomers, right?
Hmm
116-15. Look at that.
Listen, Bully Murray, his alumni is from Alabama. He played at Alabama. He has a level 50 as a program builder, multiple offense, right? Defensive scheme is a 3-2-6. He's 8-0 against records versus rivals. He's 8-0. 12-6 in bowl record. Record versus top 25. He's 53-11.
The record against top 25. That means he's playing mostly users. Look at that record. Shout
Mm-mm.
out, man. That's greatness as a user, as a coach. Look
Flat
at that.
out. Next up, Adrian Peterson. Since he took over this Oklahoma program in 2026 or 25 season, 59 coaching level. He's the CEO. Spread offense, right? They just went to the Joe Brady's offense, 4-2-5 defensive scheme. He's another Alabama alma mater. He didn't play football at Alabama. He just was graduated from there. But he's 116-15 with Oklahoma. Career record 116/15. Bowl record 18-4. He only lost four bowl games, right? Record versus rivals, he's 15-1. And record
And they
versus
wonder
top
why I say, hold on, Tom, they wonder why I say free run. Look
15
at
and
that.
1 versus rivals, bro. 69-14 record versus top 25.
And they wonder why free run Ricky's still running.
He ain't get shot yet.
And he get shot. I don't think he's gonna get shot.
I don't think he getting shot either.
I don't think he's gonna get shot.
The third,
Scared. Let's go down. Let's go down to
the third
Coach
user
Prime and
coach,
the Buffaloes.
Coach Deion Sanders. He had a 61 level archetype program builder. Spread offense, 3-3-5. Tight is his defense. Florida State is alma mater. He's 108-19 at Colorado. That's his career record. He's 13-6 in bowl games, 11-0 against rivals, 44-18 against top 25 teams. I would say the knock on Deion is he's been to 3 national titles and lost by 3, 3, and 7.
I agree.
The first 2 guys are champions, right? Arizona State coach won the championship, 2 of them, and Oklahoma has won 4 of them.
But it's
Yeah.
still impressive. This is the Buffaloes. Colorado. 108-19. 44-18 against top 25.
hmm
Impressive, man. Impressive. You go
Next,
down to the next user.
next up, with an 85% job security, I don't know how. 104-18 spread offense, 58 coaching level as a program builder, 4-3 multiple. He's from Florida, alma mater, Florida Gators. 104-18, 7-7 in bowl records. Now, I think you take this with a grain of salt, right? You 50% in playoff games, right? But you've always been in the quarterfinals to start it off with, so you're playing the best of the best in that round going forward, right? 31-2 against rivals, and you 44-17 over top 25 opponents right
And I,
now.
and I want to add to this the reason why you see 85% job security. Reason,
People trying to
it's
hire
not
you.
making excuses, but when you lose the last couple of seasons in terms of late in the season,
hmm
first round in the playoffs,
hmm
that's going to drop you. And
Yep.
I got to build that back up.
hmm
Bowl record, we're better than 500. I'm not going to count. I am going to count. We lost it, right? We
hmm
were superior. We played Oklahoma year 2. We played Bama, I think year 3. We just couldn't stack up, right? We couldn't stack up. And then once you saw we could, we went all the way and we won one. But again, this is taking UNC and doing this level 58, and fourth right now in as a career wins in the career wins. So very impressive.
Next up, Coach Moody. They say Coach Bonds, but Maurice Moody. 51 as an elite recruiter. Power spread is his offense. 4-2 defense, 4-2-5 defense scheme. He came from Air Force. That's why you saw all that running quarterback shit. 101-25 record, 30-3 versus rivals, 12-6 bowl record, 51-23 against top 25.
Again, I think with Clemson, some would say they've underachieved, but you can't. I mean, look at that record, 101 and 25.
Mm-mm.
Now their record against top 25 is 51 and 23. But the bowl record 12 and 6, and they've been in a couple national championships. Yes,
Played on one, two. Yep, played in two. 0 and
so
2 in
they're right there with
championships.
Colorado. They've been there. They've been
Mm-hmm.
to the dance. They've been to. They haven't won it, but they've been there. All right, let's go down. We're gonna skip Duke because I don't think that's. I think that's the coach.
That's the real coach, Danny Mitt.
Yeah, I don't. You know,
All right, so Buck James, Ohio State, Antonio Todd. 50 at elite recruiter, 50 level. Spread
the
offense,
fuck
4.25
you mean?
from Arkansas. Fuck you mean, 97 to
The
24 record?
fuck
Bro, he 3 games from a milestone. He 3 games from being a 100-win coach, bro.
the
Now,
fuck you
19 and 0 versus rivals, 39 and 21 against top 25 users, but he 5 and 8 in bowl records. And I could say the same thing that I said about you. You're looking at that 5 and 8, and he got a losing record in bowl games, but they are top tier teams you playing in the late rounds of the playoffs.
again? I've been a big skeptic of Ohio State, and I've been on them.
Mm-hmm.
But starting with North Carolina and lose year 1 year 2 years, you can say okay, they got a build. You can't do that with Ohio State.
Nah, they got a roster that should have won a title in the first 2 seasons. Remember when Clemson did his media day and he said championship or bust year 1? That's what Ohio State roster was like for the first 2 seasons.
And this is, I believe in Antonio. I think he's gonna rebound. I think he's gonna get it together. But you can't start with this team, have that record like against top 25. Look, man, 39 and 21. You got other
Mm,
people 50 and 3.
yeah, yeah.
Just pointing it out. Just
But
pointing it out.
I think if when he sees this, that'll be his wake up call. Hold the fuck up, all right? Because 39 and 21 against top 25 users, right? That changes the ball game a little bit. Then it's like really if you narrow it down to who was those top 25 teams you was losing to, right? Because you got losses against UCLA, USC. You got losses against guys, right? Like, and it's spread out. Like when you look at Arizona State or Oklahoma, their losses is limited. Like you know who they lost to, right? Like Arizona State. Honestly, outside of might be the first year that he dropped a game that you'd have never expected him to lose, which was the LSU a couple of weeks ago.
And we in year what? 8?
9.
We in year 9. Come on, man.
All right.
9 years.
Nick Saban comes back and takes over the job at Alabama. He A+ prestige, 51 master motivator. Run and shoot, bro. That's with the terrible offense. I mean, it fits. 3-3-5 on defense. Alabama alma mater, 93 and 21. He's 7 games away from 100 wins. 93 and 27. 11 and 4 bowl record. 15 and 6 against rivals. 49 and 24 against top 25.
I know he don't have the career because they're doing this off percentage, right? Your career win percentage.
Mm-hmm.
But would you say, looking at this, he should be above Ohio State? I know Ohio State got more wins, but look at that. Almost double versus top 25, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bowl record.
12 and 6.
Now the record versus
Number
rivals,
4.
everybody's Alabama rivals. You can look at that, but look at that bowl record.
11 and 4.
Impressive.
That means when he do get in the playoffs, he win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That means when he get in the playoffs, he win.
If he make it.
Yeah, if he make the playoffs, when he do get in the playoffs, he win. LSU, Tyrann Matthew, 83 and 29, 83 and 29, 6 and 3 bowl record. That's a little bit better than I thought it would be. 22 and 10, but you gotta count bowl games there too against rivals, and he 33 and 24 against top 25 opponents.
That 33 and 24 with that program should be better.
Should be better.
But with the user, I'm proud of him.
Yes, sir.
I'm proud of him.
Dr. Phil with UCLA, right? 38 coaching, 38 level on recruiting. Bro, we like 20, 30 points more than him on levels right now. That's crazy. 4-3 multiple.
Right.
Texas Almonte, 83-32, 6-3 in bowl games, 8-1 versus rivals, 23-26. He got a losing record against top 25 teams, but he does have UCLA, and he made them a prestige program.
I think this is impressive. I mean,
I
I know
agree.
the record was top 25, but UCLA was in the doldrums, man. It was it
Yeah,
was it was down bad, man. And what he has done, he brought them back into relevancy.
he brought them back to life.
Yeah, I think this is impressive, man.
hmm Next up, Des Boone, 42 level master motivator, veer and shoot offense, 4.25 Air Force, 80-33 against career record, 5-4 in bowl record, 19-6 versus rivals, 30-29. So he one game above 500 against top 25 users. With Tennessee, I'm gonna be real with you. I think he underachieving. To be honest with you, when it come
Yeah,
out of record versus top 25.
yeah. I mean, if you pretty much all the users are ranked for the most part.
Yep.
That means you win one, you lose one. Like, yeah, he has been in the playoffs the last couple years.
Yeah, he turned the program around for sure. But Tennessee is a to me is a blue blood. Like it's not level A blue blood. It's like A. It's like level A 1A, right?
Yeah,
Or you know what I mean? Level 2A blue blood. But like he has turned the program around to the point where over the last couple seasons they've been a playoff and a top SEC team. They're ranked number 9 in the country right now with one loss. So like they're doing something right. But I do think this Notre Dame conversation got to be a little different, right? When they were independent, they played the best of the best, and they 23-5 in rival games. But most of their rival games aren't user games, right? And then their record versus top 25 is 23-29, and bowl records they're 6-3, 79 career wins, 33 losses, right? To me, they had a slow start with tough scheduling over the first like what 6 seasons, 7 seasons, because season 8 and 9 he's been in the Big 12, finally in a conference now. So I think you see the uprise of Notre Dame now because they're in a conference. Remember, he was playing who's of who when he had an independent schedule.
yeah. That's why I'm not that record was top 25. I'm not really.
Not at all because he played more. He played everybody like all the time.
Yeah, he had
For
to.
yeah, so
Relevant.
like he get to enjoy what he dealing with right now, right? Like that's why I'm happy for where he at and with the decision they made to join the conference because that changes everything. But this is the coach, in my opinion, that you know turned USC around. They looked it bad early on, and
Are you
now
concerned with that record with rivals though?
yeah,
That's
yeah, 4-12, and then 18-24 losing record, 4-3 in the bowl game. But it's a difference between what they look like over the first 5 seasons to what they look like over the last 3 seasons. Like it took them a while, and what I like is that the athletic department, the AD, and all of them stuck with their coach. They didn't get rid of him. They stuck it out, and they allowed him to build. They gave him 5 seasons to build this football program, and I think he's doing exactly that. He's recruiting at a high level. He's winning big time ball games now, and they're in the mix, right? They're in the mix. They're the number 4 team in the nation right now as we speak. They've been a top 10 team over the last like 3 seasons. They've been a playoff team consistently. Now they just gotta get over the hump of winning playoff games and bring a like they should bring. They got to bring a Big Ten championship in the building now, right? They played in the last two, and they 0-2 in those championships. So like to me, that's the next step they take right now, right? But when you look at the rival records, 4-12, and then that 18-24 versus top 25, got to be talked about. And the last team we're gonna talk about is Auburn because they are the number 5 team in the nation right now. And you're looking at Auburn. You tell me what this look like to you, right? 72-38, 5-3 in bowl record, 12-8 versus rivals, and 28-31. He has a losing record versus top 25 though. With Auburn as the program. Talk to me.
I want. I'm looking at this a little differently, and I know it's all burn, but I'm kind of. I think this is a bang up. Auburn was nowhere before. You know what I mean? Like I think he has had success, not consistent success, but when he's winning, and he's top 10 recruiting. He had a couple top 5 classes.
and he
Um,
and he doing it butt naked, Faulk. Like he hasn't had an influx of NIL yet. Like he hasn't found a booster yet. He's had roster help, but he hasn't had an influx of what every majority of the teams can do right now. He hasn't found a booster yet, and a lot of the recruiting he doing. That's why I said you see the level different. Where he bringing in, you start to see them as juniors and seniors. You see why he number 5 in the nation. But while they're freshmen and sophomores, they getting pounded on and they going through all that abuse till they develop. And then when they develop, he in the mix with anybody. Um, he put NIL in his program. I think he's top 5, top 10 every year.
yeah, I'm not gonna say impressed, but I'm not gonna bash him for this. Like I think he's doing a good job.
I'm impressed.
No, I'm saying I can't be impressed with the record versus the top 25. I
Got you.
can't be impressed with only 72 wins and 38 losses. I can't be impressed with if we're in year 9, he's made the playoffs 3 times. I can't do that because that wouldn't be fair to people I've got on, like Ohio State and all that,
hmm
right?
hmm
But being objective, where Auburn was, and because he hasn't had that, this is a good job. Good job. I'm not gonna say great. It's how you got exceeds expectations, you got meets.
hmm
I think he's meeting expectations
Got it.
with what he had. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Where we going next, Coach? That's career records. Where we going next, Coach?
Keep going down. Let's see if we got anybody else.
Tati, 68 and 40, 5 and 2 on bowl records, 14 and 11 versus rivals, 16 and 30. Not with
Going to
Texas. Not with
Tata don't
Texas.
play enough consistent, so we gonna get off. All right, scroll over some more. Going over.
Okay.
We don't need to get in the winning season. Going over playoffs. We already talked about playoff records. Keep going over. Keep going over, please. National champions. I mean, you could go that one. We could auto short. You got Oklahoma with 2. You have Bully Murray with 1.
And then
You have
Alabama and
Saban
Coach
with
Faulk.
1. You have so those are 8 national champions. Shout out to everyone. Go over another one, please.
Before we leave this, are we looking at a Nick Saban right now? How many championships he got to win before we start calling him? He says this. He calls himself chasing Saban right now. How many do he got to win?
He's
One
not
more?
trending. Not trending. He's knocking on the door.
Knocking on the door. Got you.
Not trending no more. Whereas like his last looking at, he's knocking on the door. Like that's one more. If he win this year, it's over. You
So
can wrap it up,
yeah,
put it in the bow.
yeah.
This was Nick Saban is he dominated 20.
hmm
Free run. Ricky's still running. Whatever you want to say. Uh, yeah, yeah. But one of the things I like is you have Arizona State, you have Alabama, you have North Carolina. That if Arizona State can win another one, then you got to talk about it.
We gotta
Right
talk
now,
about it.
because Max has 4, he kind of like Arizona State is quiet. Not saying he is or ain't, but he
hmm
got to kind of be quiet. But if Arizona get 3, hey, hold on, buddy, not so fast. You know what I'm saying? Not so fast.
Not so fast, my
Um,
friend.
if Alabama or North Carolina get another one, now they could be like, hey, Arizona State, what's up? We here for number 2, if that
hmm
makes sense. So it's going to
I
be
agree.
interesting. I would love for it to be more people up here. Like maybe Max has 2, and a Colorado has,
100%.
Auburn has, whoever, Ohio State. Um, but yeah, we'll see, man. This
We
Any
season
new
is
champ
definitely
pushes
we're
good.
Convo 2.
we're in February, bro. We got until damn near late April. You know what I mean? Early June before the next disc come out. So it's still a lot more. It's gonna be. We could probably get to season 12, 13 in this bitch. So it's gonna be a lot more. It's gonna be dope to see what this look like at the end of the disc. It's gonna be dope to see this because there's a lot of football left and there's a lot of teams trending right now. So we'll see. All right. So what's this? Conference championships? Does that matter to us or nah?
Uh, yeah, let's talk about it real quick.
Adrian Peterson with 7 conference championships out of 9 out of 8 full seasons. We in season 9 right now. So he's
And they wonder why we call him Ricky. Free
Grant.
run.
Man, shit, he over there free running too. I feel like he got 6 conference championships. Now, granted, I ain't playing 3 of them, but he got 6 of them
But
motherfuckers.
hold on, we going another grid to look at it. He even though he got 6, it ain't a free like 7 out of 8 is crazy. 6 out of 8 is crazy too. I'm not, but at least somebody else got 2. You know what I mean? Like it just free run. Ricky is running. That's all I'm gonna say. Keep going down.
Ohio State with 6 conference championships out of 8 years.
Now, and again, I don't want to. Antonio, you know I got love for you, bro. I'm not pointing this out to point at your failures, because to me, this is gonna make you better. You got somebody that's pretty much had Big Ten on lock. But at worst, is going to get you a top 6 seed, you know?
Man,
And look at that playoff right
look,
now.
the boy started off to
His six don't feel
the
like
boy
Murray
started off
6
0
crazy.
and 2 this year, and he's already back in the top 11, top 10 right now.
You can't win 6 conference championships and have that playoff failures, bro. You getting top 6 seed.
Facts.
Throw down.
4 out of 8 seasons, you won 4. So that means
Yeah, North Carolina started out
where?
dominating.
How many?
He's on our free run, Ricky.
Where the fuck is Clemson at?
He's
Oh,
on our
so
free run,
all right.
Ricky.
I see what happened. So you won 4. Clemson got 2. That's 6, and then 2
Florida
other
State
people.
won 1, and then I think Duke won 1.
Duke won 1. Yep.
Started off, I think we won the first 3. And then Clemson won. But the thing I like about the ACC, Florida State came on, Duke came on.
Hmm.
Oh, it's just nice. Yeah, Georgia Tech for a minute.
The fact that y'all
But
got 3. The fact that y'all got Clemson, Duke, Florida State, North Carolina. That's 4 different ACC champions in 8 seasons. So 4 out of the 8 seasons, somebody different won it. Arizona
I
State,
mean,
you looking at Arizona State or Colorado to win it. Arizona State won it 6 times. Colorado's won it once, I think. I might have won twice,
no, you
but
won twice. We about to go to it. We
because
about to
I
go to the
didn't
two.
play in a lot. I missed. He played Texas Tech and Notre Dame, so I missed 2 of them. 2. Yep, I won 2. So I played in. He beat me. He beat me for 3 of them, I think, because he beat Texas Tech and he beat Texas Tech and Notre Dame. So that's 2 wins. How many he got? 6.
Got 6.
So he beat me in 4 of them. Wait, no, he didn't beat me in 4 of them. He beat me in. Yeah, he beat me in 4 of them, right? He got 6 total. He played 2 different teams in that, so that's 4 games left that he played in. So he beat me up. Yeah, he beat me 4. How many? No. He played in more than. All right, no, he won 6, but he played in more than 6. He won 6, lost to me in 2. He played in 8. He played in the conference championship every year and lost
B
twice.
Murray.
B
B
Murray.
Murray. Yeah.
Every year Arizona State go to the conference championship.
Is,
And
is,
out
is
of
that is that free run category?
yeah,
Okay.
I don't
I
see
didn't know
how
that.
not. Cause look, he beat me 4 out of the out of our 4 matchups. I won 2. He won 6 of them. He beat me in 2 of them, I think. Hold on, he beat me in 3 of them, maybe. He might have beat me in 3, and then
We could go check it. You don't gotta guess. We go check it.
how you
You don't
check
gotta
it?
guess shit. We go check it. All right, so let's get off this. Go to first round real quick, and then I'm gonna tell you what else to go.
All right, all right. So first round. Now what's this? First round draft picks,
First
right?
round draft pick. How many first round draft picks have you had?
Okay. All right.
Alabama
Alabama with 24. Now ask this. How many of those 20?
transport transfer portal Willie.
No, and I'm not, no disrespect, but how many of these first rounders, and this would be a question he can answer because he knows roster more than anybody. How many of those guys were just plants on a roster, and they go first round because of their overalls.
You know that answer. That's transfer portal Willie. You know that answer. He be tearing the portal
Cause
up.
that matter. Cause look, it was a few seasons where we all was trying to do it. I know I didn't get the chance to do it, but where you bring in one of them quarterbacks like a CJ Carr, he don't play at all, but he go in the first round because of his overall, and it help build your other quarterbacks up. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like I'm not
And
saying it
that's
as a
smart
play
too.
out. Yeah, it's
That's
very,
smart. No, that's smart. He be doing that shit, man.
it's
I ain't mad
very,
at that. I
it's
wish I could do
very
that shit.
smart. It's very smart. But when you look at the first round quarterbacks, I mean first round players you sent, how many of them earned it?
I get what you said. Like, how many did you actually make first round
Where
versus?
it's their overall and the stats to go along with it.
Yeah. I mean, he could argue. He definitely got some for sure. I want to say probably if it's 24, probably about 15, 16 of them was his own. That makes sense. What you think? What's the ratio?
I would probably give him a little bit more than that. Like if he got 24 first rounders, I would say 18 of them was him.
Okay. Yeah, we close. Yeah, we on the same page. Yeah, I
You
think
can take him.
I think it was there. Look, he had 106 players drafted. It's nasty,
That's nasty.
nasty. All right, go down. Go down to the next one.
Next one up, Deion Sanders, 23.
Little old Colorado, 21st rounders.
And you add that
Impressive, man.
with team development, and I don't think I had
I'm,
nobody
I'm, I'm
first
gonna
round.
say
None of my
something.
first rounders wasn't playing and had
I've
stats.
said this to you. I've said this to you, and I'm not trying to put pressure on you. But with this 23 first rounder,
I should have 3 chips in this bitch right now.
yeah, yeah,
That's that's
yeah,
why I said you can't just kill Antonio and leave me out of that conversation.
yeah.
We failing. Like we ain't make the playoffs first 2 years, and when we get to the championship, we losing. I don't care if it's a 3-point game, 3-point game, 7-point game. That matters, but we losing them bitches. Like,
Yeah, have that
like,
type of
bro,
talent.
it ain't too many people that got more 5 stars on their team than me, bro. Like, maybe Alabama. Like, I got
Yeah, you
about
can't have
23 of
that
them on
type
my
of
roster right
talent,
now.
and you know, yeah, you got it. Yeah, that 23 first rounders in 8 seasons. That's 3 a year, pretty much.
Yeah,
You average it out, 3 first rounders a year, guaranteed.
like he got 24 and he got a title. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's adding up, right? You look at who's next. You got 15 first rounders in the title. Motherfucker, Don Bishop got 15 and he got 1 playoff berth. Ty got 13 he sent. Max sent 10. Just think about that, bro. He got 4
Max
national
got 84
titles.
drafted though. That's impressive.
Yeah. 84. He
Max
got
got
84
84
drafted.
drafted.
Yeah. And Maurice Moody also got 10 first rounders.
Shout out Clemson. That's
LSU got 9
LSU.
first rounders. Shit, hit that before he. I don't know if that's his coach. No, Buck James with 8. D. Jones, Auburn with 8. Reggie Bush coached 8 of them to the first round. Look at Harold. Harold got 6 first rounders. I mean, Bo. Bo got 6
Bro,
first rounders. Now, this is crazy because the way he went and played, he only sent 5 to the first round,
this nigga went in with
35 to the draft. That's all
all
him.
heart and guts. He
Yeah,
went
that's
in,
all him. That's the real Arizona State, like a coach that come over there, take that program, and he a coaching his team to play better than what they are, because that tells you he
5 first rounds.
5 first round,
Wow,
only 35
that's
drafted
impressive,
when they come
man.
out of the top guys. He's a fucking
This is
dog as a
shit where
coach.
and this is the shit I'm saying. If he get another chip, even though free run Ricky is doing what he's doing, you could come to this and debate. Like, hold
Yeah,
on,
yeah. Like this is. I'm so
nigga.
glad
I
you.
only got I got 35 niggas drafted in 8 years. That's two. That's two, what is that? Four and a half a year. Max got 90, 80. Max got double the drafted. What Max got?
Max got 84, 10 first rounders. I got
He
93
got
and
double
23
first
first round.
round, and he got almost triple drafted.
Yep. Nick Saban got 24 first rounds and 106 drafted.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Lord, trust could do.
Top 5 recruiting classes. Ready? And this is high school and transfer portal. I wish they would have separated it though, because I got knocked out of the top 5 a couple times because of the portal. All right, Nick Saban,
Eric,
8.
4 years in a row, I finished sixth.
Every year he finished in the top 5, and he listen. This is
I wish
impressive.
they separate, like you
That
said. They
they
could show the
separate
high
because
school
this is
versus portal.
his last 3 seasons. You saw him at 23, 19, 28 in high school, and then the portal come over and he top 5. Ooh. He did it last year, the year before that, and the year before that, where he wasn't even mentioned in the top fucking 15 of high school recruitment, and then all of a sudden the portal over with, and boom, top 5. Man, that's crazy. Like that's a guy that got it figured out because what he did was remember, is he don't. It's not that he can't do high school. He's just smart about how he play, and the reason why he do what he do and he's successful is because he know. Remember, he got 12 5 stars in 2026. He had the most 5 stars ever brought in, and then killed the portal. Then he started being selective and just going after 5 stars, and then he'd go kill a portal, and that's why you see him with 8 top 5 recruiting classes. Simple as that. Adrian Peterson, 7 of them. Buck James, 7 of them. Maurice Moody, 5 of them. Deion Sanders, 4. Now, I will honestly say this: my 4 are high school related,
Mm.
and if it's separated, I will have 8 of them right now. I'm in the top 5 every year in high school, except for year 1, so 7 of them. Don Bishop, 3 top 5 classes. LSU, 2 top 5 classes. Now, with LSU, should you have more top 5 classes than this?
Yes, in my opinion.
Coach
My
Faulk.
opinion.
How many times you was 5 and got knocked out of it because of the portal? That's what I'm trying to say. They separate the high
Yeah,
school
I
and the
mean,
portal.
I finished number 6 like 3 years in a row. Mad as shit.
All,
Last week,
yeah, because of the portal. The portal knock you
you
out
could
of
go
that
when you
bitch.
go over, you could go to top 10, and you can see every year I was in the top 10. If you
And
scroll over one more,
it won't let you go over no more. This is it.
you can see it somewhere else where you the top 10.
Maybe on your
Maybe not here. Come out of this. It's somewhere else. You see,
would it be here,
go to
coaching?
is it trophy room
It's possible it could be that.
or CBF history? Let's see that. See what that is. Go down to
These all awards.
keep going up.
We need to talk about that.
Go to hold on. Go scroll over when you on that. ACC. Oh yeah. All right. Let's hold on. Where is it at? You can see the top 5. Go out. Come out. Maybe go to coach.
Records?
Nah, I
Nah, it
don't
ain't
think
gonna
it's
be
there.
here. Nah.
It ain't there. I've seen it. Is it trophy room? Nah, I won't be trophy. Nah. Go over to coach. Maybe it's there. I've
It's
seen the
probably
top.
here.
No, XP goals. Go over to recruiting goals.
Recruiting goals.
You
Signed.
can't see. I can
Nah, you
see
can't.
mine. I can see mine. But like,
Yeah. So signed a top 10 class in the country 6 times, right? And again, these are top 5 classes outside of the portal. Signed a top 25 8 times. Signed a top class in your conference 6 times. 6 out of 8 seasons we had the top class in my conference. Signed the top class in the country 1 time. And I did this twice, but I lost to the portal twice. High school wise, I had 3 number 1 classes, and then end up losing it to the portal. Yeah, so I could see that. Man, this man played in, look, 2032 national champion, 38-35 over Colorado. 2031 back to back, 15 in 1 year, 14 and 2 against Clemson. He won that 42-28. 2030, Max played in the last 3 title games, lost to U
Free
30 to
run,
24.
free
Then
run.
Big 12 National Championship 2029, Arizona State beats Colorado for 31-28. Alabama beats Oklahoma 38-35. Oklahoma beats Colorado 38-31. Oklahoma beats North Carolina 52-32. 35. Arizona State beats Clemson in our first title 31-17.
L2 conference
L2.
championship. L2 conference championship. No,
Who
no,
go?
no. Go with. You gotta go to conference.
All right, so
Yeah.
ACC. All right, so since 2025, North Carolina over Clemson 38-28. North Carolina over Clemson 50-35. North Carolina over Clemson 46-45. Clemson over
Clemson got
North
that get back.
Carolina,
Look at that. Look at that
yeah,
progression. You got that get back.
49-42. North Carolina over Florida State 42-7 result. Clemson over North Carolina, they're going to get back right there at 52-28.
Now look, we got it with your cone. That's the year I won the chip actually.
Now, yeah,
Um,
2030 lost that,
because I
and
beat him in the
you
playoff.
beat him in the playoffs to win the
I
national
lost to the
title.
conference, but Clemson, you my boy. You can't lose these next 2, bro. This knocks you out of the playoffs.
I know this nigga ain't named his coach Dion like my coach ain't named Dion, bro. I don't change that shit.
You can't lose these, my boy. Even though he went for 2, Duke went for 2.
Duke always
That's a
beating that
that's
shit.
a
My
going
about
for
go for
2
two.
motherfucker,
Yeah, yeah,
man.
it is. Yeah. Clemson, I mean, Florida State got to get back. He got to change that coach name, bro. I don't like that shit. No, we're not doing that.
Like
Fuck
that.
that. For real, he got to
He
change that
fucking
shit.
up your brand, cuz.
Yeah, bro. Like,
Go
we
go
ain't
down.
doing
Hey,
that.
no, go back. Go back. Go down to yeah.
All right, since 2025, he played in every conference championship. He beat us
That's impressive.
35-27.
That's kind of impressive, yo.
That's why I said you call him Matt's a free
Kind of
run. He
impressive.
fucking over and dominating. Beat me
That might be a free
38-29.
run too. That's a free run, I think. Yeah.
Yep. Then he beat
Free
Arizona
run
State.
bully.
He beat Texas Tech,
Free run bully.
right? 45-42. Then he got me.
Ricky and Ray Sean.
No, right. Ricky
Ricky
and
and
Ray
Ray
Sean.
Sean.
So he played Circle Bob in this game, 45-42. This is the year I
It was
went to the
rocking.
national
Sucker Bob
championship.
on. Damn, it was rocking.
And then we came back
You
and
said
played him
enough's
in this
enough.
game, 59-34.
You said enough's enough.
But look, but look how we be doing each other. So I go 59-34 in the title game. Then he come right back the following year and beat me
Nah,
52-28.
fuck that.
Remember
One of
I
them
told
years
you I
they y'all
got
playing the
bullied.
national?
Yeah, we played in the national right here. It's the same year we played in the national title, 29. And he beat
I
me by
don't
3.
know. Free
We
run
played.
Ray Sean he done had a free run too. Look at this
He
shit.
done
God
played 3.
damn.
He done been in every national title. I got him back this year, 55-49. And then he beat me right back 38-31. And then
And
he
then
beat
y'all
Notre
all
Dame.
was nice. Y'all was undefeated. Notre Dame got in over you.
Yep.
All right. Keep going down. Let's go to Big
Big 10. Since 2025, Ohio State over Nebraska. This was when he played Sane 52-28. Then he played Jay 49-42. There's rocking. Then he lost to UCLA 41-28. Then he came back and dog walked UCLA 70-21.
Damn.
Then got him again 42-20.
What
Then
the
got him
fuck y'all
again
doing on the Big Ten
52-21.
free run?
Then he
Ricky, Ray, Sean, and Raymond. God
and
damn.
then he motherfucking
Ray.
USC
Ricky,
55-50.
Ray, Sean, and Ray. What
And
the
then
fuck?
since
Another free run? What the fuck is going on? Yo, y'all
man,
niggas have all free runs. Look at this
all
shit.
4 of the power conferences got a free run nigga over there. Y'all blowing my shit now. Like I'm really letting somebody free run it over there. Oh Lord.
Look at this shit.
Oklahoma, Alabama, 45-24. Bama gets Tennessee, 56-30. Oklahoma gets LSU, 41-25. Then he gets Alabama, 46-40. Then he gets Auburn, 49-44.
Free
Then he gets
run Ricky.
Tennessee, 72-45. Then he gets LSU, 77-56. And
Free
then he
run
gets Georgia
Ricky.
last year,
Look at this
45-42.
shit.
Oh my God.
Free run Ricky. Go to award shit.
Heisman trophies. All right. 32, Ernest Campbell. 31, Ernest Campbell. Joe Wyatt in
Back to back is
2030.
hot.
Motherfucking Brandon Murray, Arizona
Joe
State.
Wyatt might should have like 2 or 3. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
shit
Corey
in all 4
Sadler.
years.
28, 27, Torrey Newkirk. You won 3 in a row, back to back to back. Raleek Brown in 2025.
Yeah, Raleek should have won it. I mean, he had to win it. He was the fastest motherfucker here.
I want nobody fucking with him. Cody Award, any of us win it? Clemson got it in 30.
Damn, he the
That's
only
it.
head coach.
Only head coach that won that. Offensive coordinators, Golden Arm, Georgia got it. All users got it. That's what's up, except for right here, 29.
Not right here. Yeah.
25,
Cheese that
Caden
looks
Salter.
bad.
Davey O'Brien Award, Georgia quarterback Jaden Wade got it. Colorado has 3.
Burgess, the
Hold
ghost
up,
of
though.
Newkirk.
Caden Salter won in the 25. Tevin St. Clair won in the 26. Torrey Newkirk in 27. Keyshawn Henderson for Colorado in 28. Kavion Bryan, Ohio State. Then Travis Burgess won it, North Carolina. Then Jaden Wade won it, Colorado. And then Xavier Gata, Georgia. Edge Rusher Award is all Rado. Oh my God. Sammy Sachs.
Rocked up.
Wesley Williams, D'Amato Pecco Jr., D'Amato Pecco Jr., Cameron New, that nigga, he single-handedly beat me. Anthony Davis Jr., Zyron Falstall, and then Braxton Rain. Freddie, who got the receiver awards popping over there since 2025. Nathan Leacock, back to back. Joe Wyatt, then Corey Sadler, then Brandon Murray. Joe Wyatt, then Brandon Murray, then
Man, what
Ernest
Wyatt
Campbell.
did 5 years? God damn.
Right.
Brandon Murray. The fuck?
Best defensive player. Look how this. That's why I said linebacker. You. Sony Styles get it in 25. KJ Mosley 26. KJ Mosley 27. D'Amato Pecco Jr. 28. Joseph Pecco, his brother, 29. Then Anthony Davis. Oh my God, we dominated this shit over the last 8, 9, 30, 31, 32. Oh my God. Same shit. Same players. All right. Running back award, KJ Spiller in 32. Natron got it at 31. Diaz gets it. Clemson went crazy. Back to back, he's damn near. Then back to back, Arizona State. And that wasn't even his best. This might have been his best running back right here, though, bro.
It was.
Shitting with him. Quentin Joyner, that was Soaking Bob. Peyton Lewis, that was Boone. And then Jeremiah Love went to fuck crazy.
Boone and, Max in the chat talking about some shit that looks bad. Yeah, you're right. You've been wondering why I've been saying fucking run.
Look, this was Sane, Mac Markway, then Noah Rogers. This is when you your first receiver running tight end. Keyshawn Singleton, Clemson. Paul Stuber, Notre Dame. Ike Gronkowski, I like that name, boy.
He was nice. He was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Manny Johnson from LSU. Remember, he just kept dragging him.
Yeah, that motherfucker couldn't stop him. And then last year he went crazy with a freshman. Shit it. Lombardi Award. That shit disrespectful. Oh my God, Rado, Wesley, Rado.
You want to share some defensive awards? Damn. Better blitz. Damn. Damn, better blitz. Damn.
Look at this shit though, Maxwell. Raleek. Most of the niggas that got the Maxwell won the Heisman. Actually, all of them did. So, Walter Camp Award, same shit. Outland Trophy, offensive lineman.
You know what? It's like the Maxwell Walter Camp, the same award.
Yeah, it is. Jim Thorpe Award, this is huge. Don Schuller, Taufik Bayer,
I like
Marcus
that. I like that. They was all dogs too.
Look, yep, LaRon Cox.
He was a dog.
He was a dog. Antoine Fournette, he was elite too. Phil Poppy, and then you got Lonnie All, Alabama, and then Dez Money last year did it. Jet Award, Raleek Brown, Chris Johnson, that was Randy. Desmond James, Ohio State, shit it. Lazier Brooks, Alabama. Eric McFarland, Colorado. Peter Work, the second Florida State. Ernest Campbell, Colorado.
Still there in Colorado, Florida State.
And then Joel Capasagon. And then Dick Buckers Award. Bama dominated this, bro. Look. Sony Styles.
You ain't too bad award, too.
Bama. Then you had Colorado.
Nigga
Then
hold a
Bama,
triangle like a
Bama, and
motherfucker.
then Bo Blue. Got it last year. That's crazy. And then freshman awards, you got Nathan Leacock, Tevin St.
Uh-huh.
Clair, Joe Wyatt, Jason Trainer, TCU, Amir Brown, Duke, Dixon My Ass. And he's saying that's Dixon My Ass. I just really got it now, you motherfucker. Look, Nate Means and Luke Cannon. Luke Cannon was dog, bro. I like him. What's the other ones?
I think that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, and last one will be what, records?
Hold on. We gotta go to records, bro. You gotta go to records, bro. You gotta go to fucking receive.
All right. So career passing yards, 26,790. Torrey Newkirk still owns that record. Joe Wyatt, 12,140 yards receiving. Alex Johnson, 9,382. Remember, he had that 3,500 yard year. Receptions, 523. Oh my God. You laughing though, like you ain't throw for 335 passing touchdowns. He stayed all 4 years though.
He all 4 years. Wait.
Joe Wyatt stayed too, 144 touchdowns though, bro.
But no, you gotta go to the conferences and you gotta see that everybody else oh, Arizona State had dogs. I had dogs. Niggas got half of that and played 3-4 years. Look at Sadler.
It's half of that. Hold on.
Go look at George. Go look at George. Look Brandon Murray. Look. Brandon Murray stayed all 4 years.
He stayed
Go
all
look at the
4,
receptions.
but he still ain't. Hold on. 12,140 and then 523. Let's go back to Brandon Murray.
And then I want you to
10,710 and receptions.
I want you to now go to your team. Go to your team. Just go down your team. Go to Colorado. Scroll down. Keep going. Keep going.
I ain't going fast. There we go.
Your school record. Look at that shit.
Shit crazy. 5,028.
He won 2 Heisman and the nigga got 7,000 more yards. Look at this shit.
And he won
If
2
that ain't Dick
Heisman. That shit,
Ryan,
yeah, bro. It's Dick Ryan.
if that ain't Dick Ryan, what Boone did with Wyatt, I don't know what it is.
What he doing
Like,
a
what do you
season
call
with this
that?
nigga?
What do you call that shit? He's going with this. Look
Bro,
at
this
this shit.
nigga had 3,466 yards in the season with him, 149 catches. Hold on. Big Ten. Ain't nobody close to that shit. Jeremiah Smith, 2,000. Fucking reception, 138. Big 12. Brandon Murray. Nowhere,
Just dropping back.
nobody close to that shit, bro. Oh my God.
He's just dropping back.
Yo, that's Dick Ryan to the max, bro. That shit crazy, bro.
Yo, that's why, Ed, you gotta say that shit. Like, that's some bullshit, man.
Nah,
Like,
that's what Boone do, man. Check Henry. That's how he is, bro. Oh my God. All right, man. Fuck you mean podcast. I enjoyed it, man. We'll catch y'all on the next one. You heard? We
free
like
run
it.
Ricky, free run Rashawn,
ESPN
free run Ray. I see you niggas.
just gave us a 5-season contract for the Fuck You Mean podcast. It might be, we're gonna see what the ratings look like, but man, we might got one right here. I'll let you when we holler at you. All right.